disappointed in every one of you.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend you.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I kiss you on the mouth.
No, I'm not cool with that. Just, I'm sorry.
One more time.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I mean, I'm dealing with degenerate animals.
I'm disappointed in every one of you. Disappointed in every one of you.
All right, come on.
Honestly, I can't do it no more.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
Then let me tell you why.
It's gonna be all right, Nicky. Go ahead, shoot.
He just killed a fucking man.
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, because you got nothing. You don't got a thing. Yeah, because you got nothing. Got nothing.
I want to get out. I want to get out of this rat hole. I want to get online. I need
BDA boxing.
Well, welcome everybody to the Boxing Podcast, broadcasting to you live from the True North. This is your host, Mr. BDA, and I'm glad. That's right, I'm glad that everybody could be on board for this one. Fellas, in this episode, we got a fantastic one for you because we got a good fight coming up this Saturday. Very good fight, very intriguing fight. Future of boxing might be on the line on this one. Heavyweight boxing, that is. So we're going to talk about the Moses Itauma versus Filip Hergovic bout taking place this Saturday. We also got Pro Box coming up later on that day. And we got a couple of other news to talk about. Aid Oladipo continues to, go at people on the internet. I thought it was over. I thought it was all forgotten, some of the comments he made, but evidently he still feels targeted. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some interesting big fights, at least for us hardcore fans. When I say casual, slip of the tongue there. Some big fights being made in regards to the smaller weight divisions. And we might touch on a little bit of the drama there between Haney and Tank Davis that took place a couple of days ago across the social media sphere. But before we get down to the fun, fellas, you know the drill. Let's get the business out of the way. If you want to donate a couple of shekels our way, you're certainly welcome to do so via the Super Chat feature. You can also donate via the membership program, via the Buy Me a Coffee app, link in the description below. You can join the Patreon for free or for as little or as much as you like, depends on you. But the most important thing is you continue to like, you subscribe, and you spread that BDA gospel. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm talking about Alejandro Solis, More BDC, Grim Reaper, Big Smoky, Sal 88, Langsbury. Who else? We got Bray. Shout out to Bray, Baron Evola, Langsbury, Jaime Raiden, Eduardo Alvarez, who says salute from Michigan. Shout out to Eduardo Alvarez and all the people from Michigan. What do they call it again? The what state? I forgot the nickname. The Michigan nickname. Anyway, Hard Recoil, Cam Boxing, Jay Will, Evan Deere. I think that's Dora. Haven't seen him in a while. Sobers, haven't seen him in a while either. Shout out to Sobers who wants to jump in. Absolutely. Let me just make a couple of calls here and we'll get cooking. By the way, Black and Brown Boxing, he was broadcasting yesterday, and I believe I saw a notification that he's going to be live streaming today, later today, and tomorrow maybe as well. So if people want their boxing fix, I think he might be back. So go check it out. And yeah, like I said, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe if you have to do so already. And go like and subscribe over there as well. I'm giving you the BDA seal of approval here. It's worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Let me tell you, hundreds of dollars and a couple of pennies too. I see we got Bucho and we got Sobers jumping in here. Guys, thank you for jumping in. We've got a very interesting fight this Saturday. it's so intriguing to me that I'm even willing to overlook the fact that it's pay-per-view, even though it shouldn't, and I'm not going to lecture people about whether they should pay for it or not. Listen, you do what you got to do. I understand that this is a bit of a scam, but I mean, to me, the fight is so intriguing. I'll tell you why it's so intriguing. This fight between Moses Itauma and Filip Hergovic, because we're in a point now. It's a pivotal, critical point here, where it's been a long time since we had such a highly touted heavyweight prospect. And the fact that he's coming from the boxing crazy zone of the UK makes this all the more interesting. He's doing a lot of interviews over there, a lot of interviews. And so the wheels are turning now for Masada Itauma, because some people feel that he's being manufactured. I don't know. You guys tell me. We're going to talk about that. But we're at a critical point right now where if he does win and he wins in emphatic fashion tomorrow, this is the best we're gonna get. If you hate guys being overhyped, whatever, this is as good as it's gonna get, because it's only gonna get worse from here if he's able to knock out and stop Filip Hergovic. My question is, before we get down to the stylistic matchup, blah blah blah, I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts on Masada Itauma. Is he somewhat being manufactured? Is he somewhat being overhyped? And what is the benchmark for him tomorrow to fulfill the potential, the legacy that the UK has put upon him?
If he could put a beat down on him like he did on Jermaine Franklin, is that his name, right?
Yes.
If he can handle him in a fashion like that, I'd be extremely impressed. Hergovic is not a pushover. You can beat him. You know, maybe Hergovic isn't world level, but he's right there, just at the edge of it. So if Itauma can handle him like he's been handling everybody else, yeah, I think he'll be able to get his hands on the belt. But I mean, well, it remains to be seen, right? Hergovic seems very, very confident that Itauma doesn't have what he thinks he has for him.
The minerals. That's what they say in England, by the way. He lacks the minerals to really.
Is that a joke? I thought you guys were joking when you said them last time. The minerals. Wow. Okay. Well, you know what? I don't know if he has the minerals. See, I'm not on, like, for example, Gypsy. He says that Itauma is a real deal. He's the next, like, Mike Tyson, whatever. And then you have, like, Fu who's saying that basically Itauma is a hype job. Like, I don't know yet. You know, I'm on the sidelines. We'll see.
Speaking of Mike Tyson and the next coming and Frank Bate just shared a video earlier about a dude they're calling Mike Tyson's son getting knocked out by some random paisa in Mexico.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. Where was it?
So like, you know, there's always another Mike Tyson around the corner.
Sure, yeah, that's true. I mean, but
that was Mike Tyson's son.
But just to touch on something Sobers mentioned earlier, he said Hergovic is kind of world class. I mean, he's rated in the top 10 by Ring Magazine. So to me, that's world class. He's a world class heavyweight.
Yeah.
But that's what I wanted to get at, because look, I was reading the periodicals, I was reading the news sites, I was reading the comment sections of videos and all that, the forums, try to get a pulse on the boxing world and try to get, okay, how many people are really high on Moses Itauma? Interestingly enough, it's mostly the fans right now who are really fanning the flames for Mossad Mania. But the media, what they're doing more than anything in terms of hyping him up is just the coverage. They've intensified the coverage for this fight. But they're still... They're being a little apprehensive. They're mostly asking questions in the media. I think it was a Daily Mail. They penned an article asking 2 or 3 people to give their thoughts on Itauma. And some of them were talking about, can he become this? Can he do this? You know, they're very reticent to make definitive statements about the guy. They will quote other guys. Like apparently Nassim Hamed said that this guy, Itauma that is, can hold on to win the championship and hold on to it for as long as he wants. And to me, that is hype. Now you get, because again, I could talk to somebody who tells me, hey man, Floyd Schofield, he's the best pound for pound fighter on the planet. I'm not saying that Sobers told me that, by the way, but I'm saying somebody could have told me that, right? In private. Somebody who has another YouTube channel. And, no, I'm kidding. No, but somebody could tell me that, right? And then I could talk to, let's say, Frank and go, hey Frank, you know, Floyd Schofield, some people say he's pound for pound number 1. So and then Frank goes, hey, I hear people are overhyping Schofield. Yeah, but it's one person. Maybe even, let's say 5 people. But you can't really say that at that point, you can't really say that he's being overhyped, because it could be 5 people, right? To me, the checklist to make somebody overhyped or to determine whether somebody's being overhyped is if it's the media that's on board, the boxing fans, and certain experts or ex-boxers or current boxers. That to me, or those are the check
And
marks.
they are.
For Itauma, you mean?
They are. Yes.
Well, here's my thing.
I was watching this.
Real quick. When
go
they
ahead,
say,
go ahead.
just one real quick. When they say, can he become the second youngest heavyweight champion next to Mike Tyson? I go, come on. Tyson wasn't that. When he beat Berbick, he wasn't the heavyweight champion, and neither will Itauma if he beats Hergovic. But anyway, that's just a pet peeve.
Yeah, they're talking about titleist, right?
Right, exactly.
But it's still kind of impressive. I mean, it's impressive to win a title, I guess. But then, is it really that impressive these days when you have all these belts, 4 belts, and the rankings are questionable?
Mm-hmm.
But whatever. Putting that aside,
I think all the belts look cool.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I just think all the belts look cool. That's it.
They do. I mean, yeah, it's true. Yeah, but think about it though. Usyk was the unified champion. He's the undisputed champion. He was the undisputed champion, and then he let go of all the belts. And now these people are grabbing the belts. And does that really? I mean, one thing would be for Usyk to drop all the belts because he retired, but no, he's still active. So when these other guys grab these belts, how much meaning does that even have?
But can I ask, what belt is on the line?
Hey, I don't feel like it's Usyk saying I don't feel like I'm at there no more. So you guys have it now. I don't feel like I'm the very best anymore. So I'm gonna have another fight. I'm gonna retire.
By the way, I just checked.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
This is not all right. This is for the IBF title, by the way. And Itauma is rated number 3. Hergovic is number 4. So why are they getting this shot again?
Maybe there's no number 2 or something.
Yeah, but see, that's what confuses me. Sanchez is number 1. Anyway, whatever.
It doesn't make sense. These rankings. There's no 1 or 2.
Didn't Itauma didn't want to fight Frank Sanchez?
I haven't followed that saga, so
Really?
I wouldn't know. I mean, the thing that makes
they were supposed to fight. There was whispers of them fighting, bro. I feel like Itauma already kind of said nah to him.
People in the chat are gonna let us know. Somebody's gonna.
I feel like I'm at a strip club and you guys are pointing out all the stretch marks on the strip club.
Well, you were doing a show yesterday, Frank, on your show. You were talking. Frank, let me ask you, because you were covering this yesterday. Is Moses Itauma being overhyped by certain people? Is he the anointed one? And forget about, because fans can say what they want, ex-boxers and pundits can say what they want. What really matters is, who does the boxing machine, Power Corporation, who do they give a push to? Are they pushing Masada Itauma onto us?
But yeah, he was on that Pierre Morgan show.
Pierre,
I don't think
Pierre. It's Pierce.
Am I saying it wrong?
Yeah.
Right.
Pierre or Pierce?
It's Pierce, but it sounds cooler the way you said it.
Oh.
Yeah, Pierre.
Pierre.
Jean-Pierre Morgan.
Guy, right?
Yeah.
He's just making fun of him. He's just making fun of him.
I hope so.
But it doesn't get any bigger than that, right? Like, that guy's huge, isn't he?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, he's got millions.
I think he has like a million followers.
Pierce Morgan is a gigantic show, yeah. And it's funny too, because we'll have the same kind of goofy conversations with people yelling at each other like we do on here on YouTube.
Yeah, how come we're not getting millions of views?
It's hard hitting,
journalism.
Content.
Yeah.
So when I see that, like Ryan was on Jimmy Fallon, when you see these guys, and yeah, he's being propped up by the machine. I think that's an affirmative yes.
All right, that's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah,
potential cash cow. I mean, you just look at the future. What's the future of heavyweight division? Usyk's gonna get the hell out of there soon, and so is Fury and Joshua. So it's gonna be a vacuum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got Dubois, he's young compared to those guys, but
really, can he be like the face of heavyweight boxing?
You know, for a while there, after he beat Joshua in 2024, it looked like it, and then he jumped straight in against Usyk and got his ass knocked out, quit. And that's all she wrote.
I think that was a good look for us as for Dubois. I mean, okay, sure, he's less skilled, he's inferior than Usyk, but to get stopped in 3 rounds, how many rounds did that shit go? 5, okay, 5 rounds. Like,
I mean, it was a beatdown though.
I know. So I don't. This guy can't hold the torch as the next heavyweight champion. He has to be somebody fresh that's undefeated. That actually gives you, like, Itauma has that look of a heavyweight. I mean, maybe it's just a look, right? Because he's serious now. Apparently his brother's like, he's reading a lot now. What type of books is he reading? Oh, he's reading a lot of psychology books. Like, they're trying to make this guy look like some sort of intellectual at the same time.
He's reading the art of war. He's studying.
That's what he said. That's what they said. You saw it? Because that's what they said. The art of war as well.
Cutter, like whatever, as kind of like, of course.
Yeah, everybody reads that. Yeah, I read the art of war.
and Stephen Hawking.
I read the,
Rich Dad Poor Dad.
you know what he's doing? He's
so-
doing the convict book list. Like, yeah, I read the Machiavelli. I read the Book of Five Rings. Like all this shit.
When I was incarcerated.
Okay, no,
He's really into Behold the Pale Horse.
nah, but that's more that's more conspiracy minded territory. But yeah, it's true though. They're trying to paint him out. I mean, come on, let's face the facts.
They're grooming him. They're grooming him into this like, the next heavyweight champion. It's a lot of money there. Yeah,
like grooming, like a certain guy from upstate New York was grooming a strong 14-year-old Afro-Anglo kid from New York, or like what are we talking about?
That's that.
No, but look, listen.
that's right.
It's
With
certain.
the list. Got an affinity for pigeons.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Well, he's the next Mike Tyson, guys. He's the next Mike Tyson, so he's following the same grooming process.
So they're
man.
probably definitely studying with him in the attic.
As long as he rejects some of the advances that are made his way, unlike another boxer, a certain gold medalist who refused to do that, he should be good in our book. No,
In
but
a
look,
car with
in
their
a-
head trainer before the Olympics when they're 19 years old.
that's right. See, that's the thing. If somebody ever decides to give from my gym, gives me a ride, and I see lube in the backseat, I go, wait a minute, what's going on here? Like that's a red
Whoa,
flag. That's a
kinda
red
right.
flag. And I will only get in that car unless they promise me that they will not be up to any shenanigans. And even then, I might not get into the car unless. Mr. B has got a price. No, I'm kidding. No, but the point is this, man. The point is this. Moses Itauma is clearly being pushed, although not as much as you would expect. It seems like some of these dudes, because again, look, nobody wants to jump on. There's a definitive payoff when you say this guy is the anointed one, the next one, and then he succeeds in doing so. And you go, see, I told you, I was on board the train first. But what if the train derails? Makes you look like a jackass, because then it's like, well, I'm not going to jump on. I'm not going to put my kids in a
You're
train.
the conductor of that shitty train, yeah.
Exactly. And so I think it seems like the media doesn't want to do that a lot. Like I said, I read some periodicals there from the UK, and they're asking questions more than anything. Can he do this? Can he do that? But believe me,
Crazy.
if just look at what happened when he beat Jermaine Franklin. That was a stroke of genius. That was genius matchmaking. And I said this before the fight because look, this is a guy who went the distance against Joshua. He went the distance against Dylan White. If Itauma can stop him, boy, here we go. That's gonna be nothing.
Yeah, but a lot of them are saying, what will happen if it's a tough fight? He's gonna be tested. But at the end of the day, when they finally asked these people, like I was watching this show, they had David Hay and Chris Chisora in there, and then they were all saying the same thing. Oh, it's gonna be a difficult fight. He's gonna be tested. Who? What's your pick? Oh, Itauma by knockout.
Yeah,
So
there you go.
they're all picked. So nobody's saying that.
Itauma the
Nobody's
first
saying
one.
Hergovic might win the fight. They're all saying, yeah. There you go, man. They're all in it.
So how difficult? Yeah, that's the question. How difficult is it going to be if he's going to knock him out? I mean, are they saying it's going to be a knockout, drag out affair? Is it going to be a back and forth? Is Itauma going to hit the deck a couple of times before he comes out victorious? Like,
David said it's not gonna be Dylan White against fucking Itauma. They're gonna be very cautious at the beginning or for the first half of the fight, but eventually Itama's gonna knock him out. They all pretty much say the same thing. And by the way, BDA, the odds for this fight, Itauma is a heavy favorite, approximately 8 or 9 to 1.
whoa! Somebody told
8 and 9 to 1. Yeah.
somebody
That's
told
insane.
Hergovic. I don't know if it's true. They told him that he's a bigger underdog than Jake Paul was against Joshua. I cannot believe that. Has anyone heard that as well, or is that
How much?
because somebody brought that up to
You're right.
Hergovic?
No, wait a minute. Was it 7 to 1? Was Joshua 7 to 1 favorite against Jake Paul?
And this was
I don't know,
pre-accident
doesn't
Joshua,
make
by
sense.
the way. So they were giving Jake Paul some sort of a
Oh.
shot, apparently.
Maybe they were factoring in some shenanigans.
Or maybe the guy who brought that up to Hergovic earlier today was bullshitting. I don't know. Excuse my language, but I mean, it is what it is. I don't know
Yeah,
if
but 7, 8 to 1. So does that make sense? What would the odds? Which odds would you give
Itauma?
to like the favorite?
Excuse me. I would.
Well, who's the favorite in your opinion?
Itauma, but not by that much.
Yeah,
I
by
mean,
how much? 3 to 1, 2 to 1,
5 to 1 would be
What are you talking
generous.
about?
5 to 1.
Against Joshua?
No, Itauma against
Hergovic.
what's his name? Hergovic.
Filip, as Frank Bay likes to call him.
Filip.
I'm going. Well, I think Moses Itauma is pretty good, to be honest.
Mhm.
I want to say like I'm gonna be like give him like a weird little pet name like Gypsy likes to do to his favorite fighters, and
Yeah,
start
go ahead.
calling him like my champion or my fighter. I won't do all that, but I do think he's pretty good. I would favor him probably like a 65-35 against Hergovic. I have a feeling he's going to show up and beat him up, but we'll see. We'll see what Hergovic's talking about. If he can use his experience, because that's what he has, right? He's been there with everybody. Been around a lot longer. You have a toughness that you have. He knows where he's at. He knows what he's capable of. And Itauma's young and he can do a lot, but he doesn't know what he's capable of. He doesn't know how much punishment he can take, and he doesn't know how far he can really go. Right? You know, whether it's good or bad, he doesn't know what he's capable of completely yet.
Well,
and I think Hergovic does.
The last time we saw somebody before Itauma, there was Daniel Dubois, and before Dubois, there was AJ. And Baron Evol in the chat says, sure, they're peddling an AJ. Itauma looks far more complete than early AJ, though. There was something always artificial about AJ. I mean, I will say this about Joshua. He definitely looked more physically imposing in terms of size and all that. But as the women that I'm with often tell me, size doesn't matter. And, you know, for a long time, I didn't believe it, especially after they laughed at me when I dropped my pants. But now I'm starting to believe, because, look, first of all, let's not mince words here. Itauma's not a little guy either. He's not a 6'1" guy. He's 6 foot, according to BoxRec, he's 6'4.5" tall. That's pretty tall, man. I mean, that George Foreman was that.
Big George Foreman. How big was he?
Like another inch and a half.
Was that?
What if you say that he moves like a 6 footer though? Can you say that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
No,
he's
he
pretty.
moved.
I got
No,
to move.
that's what I was gonna say about Itauma. Between him and Joshua, what you always seen about Joshua is like he was always kind of stiff. He had always had pretty good technique, but he just always kind of seemed kind of stiff, like he had a broom up his ass, and he just couldn't. You know, he just couldn't move his waist or whatever, and his head moving was kind of off. Itauma's, he moves like a slick fighter. He kind of like a David Hay almost.
Uh-oh.
You know, he's pretty fast in there, especially for his size.
You use the word
You know what I'm
slick.
saying?
You use the word slick. We're going to have to kick
He's
you out.
slick. He's slick.
Big
bro.
no.
Big no.
no.
It's a big bozo no.
In the
He's a
chat,
big bozo, no.
in the chat, King KO the Great is saying Hergovic might take a dive. Wouldn't be surprised. So
I
he's saying
mean-
what Fu was saying on two shows ago.
I wouldn't be surprised either. I've seen that. I feel like I've seen that all the time. I feel like the guy who fought Joshua took a dive.
Well, I mean, yeah. And then I mean, are you telling me that Joshua, the cornerman, the advice they gave him, you're telling me that wasn't enough to sway him? Joshua, please, go down. Fire. You great fighter. Fire.
Fire.
Now that information has been brought to my attention, I'm questioning whether I thought it was.
Exactly. No, but look, listen. Everyone always talks about skills pay the bills. They like to say that, repeat that saying, that expression. But if you're talking about the bills, if you're talking about the utilities, a roof over your head, the gas for the car, the petrol, as they like to call it in the UK, you're talking about groceries and all that. Yes, skills will pay the bills, but it's the physical talent that will get you the extras. I'm talking about the car, the chicas, champagne, right? The big screen TV. That's what the extra, that the physical talent gets you. So what I'm trying to get at here is, you can look at a guy and go, oh, look at his technique, blah, blah, blah. If he doesn't have exceptional athletic ability or physical prowess, you're going to get overrun by somebody who has those things and maybe a little less technique, but if he has those physical intangibles, he's going to run over a guy who's got the perfect technique. So in order to be a sensation, in order to be a pound for pounder, you need speed, power, dexterity, athleticism, whatever you want to go. You need some of those things, and that's what makes Itauma so dangerous. Let's not, people can talk about the timing and wow, he's got a good head above his shoulders, blah, blah. No, it's the speed and the power. It's the speed and the power.
Yeah, forget about him reading The Art of War or whatever.
Right. Yes, what Sun Tzu can't teach you, right? What the Art of War can't teach you.
Exactly.
Right. And
10 chariot.
this is what I meant to say. This is what I meant to say instead of slick, BDA. Right? Natural ability. He has natural ability, right? He's just comfortable in there naturally. And if you guys are still unsure what that means, go check out my latest stream, and you'll see a lot of natural. You'll see exactly what I mean when I say natural ability.
What do you mean?
But I'm saying just go check out my latest stream, and you'll see lots of natural ability.
It's not going to be a snuff film, right? Is it?
No, bro.
Okay.
It's me, motherfucker. You mean?
Oh, okay.
It's maybe a snuff. It's a snuff film onto the heavy bag, I guess.
Oh, I'm telling you, I
it.
wouldn't walk into the shower with Never Sobers because he's going to be the one coming out. Let me tell you, that's one thing that he guarantees because he just that
You're
prowess.
talking about, bro.
Where is this going? Imagine tuning in right now, and that's all you heard.
Yeah, well, listen, tune in, hit the like.
No, I'm saying, go check that if you want to see natural ability. But that's what Itauma has. He's comfortable, and like he's just comfortable in there in a way that Anthony Joshua never looked like that. He always looks kind of nervous, kind of stiff. You know what I mean? Like unsure. Itauma looks natural in there, and he has he's not overly muscular, where it's like, he looks, he's gonna throw his bicep out if he throws an uppercut.
Right. I will say that Joshua fought better opposition before he touched the title, and he walked through fire against Dylan White before he got his hands on King Charles Martin, and then of course the Klitschko and all that. But Itauma, really, the only guy who was supposed to test him was McKean, I suppose, that southpaw guy that he keeps bragging about having stopped in less than a round, and Jermaine Franklin. I mean, forget about Dylan White. That dude looked shot from way back. So, for Hergovic, by the way, some people in the Discord derisively referred to him as bitch, Filip Hergovic. And I'm thinking, well, I understand the sentiment because he didn't seem to complain too much when they stopped the Dubois fight. But I will give him credit because I was rewatching that fight earlier this week. He was getting hit with some mean headbutts. I'm talking some good headbutts, some dirty headbutts. And he never complained. He never said, hey, ref, So maybe I guess you could accuse him of being stupid, but you can't accuse him of being a crybaby because he wasn't complaining about him. And here's the other thing. When he fights lower level opposition, he's good enough to stop him. Now, he's not as explosive as Itauma, but nevertheless, he carries some firepower. Getting down to the nitty-gritty of this fight, the thing that worries me for Hergovic is the fact that when he fought another power-punching southpaw in Zhile Zhang 4 years ago, I didn't like how he was reacting to some of those power shots. When Zhang was throwing that left hand, the straight left, there were points where Hergovic would just go into a shell and really tuck his chin in, and he wasn't seeing that he was wide open for an uppercut, a lead uppercut. And that we've seen Itauma. That's the other thing. Hergovic has a good right hand, but you'll notice that that's all really he has. I mean, he's got a decent left hook to the body, but he kind of slaps with the left hook. Itauma, on the other hand, albeit against inferior opposition, has shown us that he can crack with the left and with the right. And so let's not mince words. Like I said, yeah, skills pay the bills, but this is also a game about hitting your opponent and causing some damage. And Itauma, it seems to me, it's difficult to tell again because he's fought some low-level opposition, but it just seems like he's got more firepower with both hands. Whereas, like I said, if you look at Hergovic, he's almost always looking for that right hand or to end his combos with the right hand. I haven't really seen that much variety from him. Uppercuts, left hooks.
If there's fire, who's gonna crack under that pressure? Like who wants it more, as they say? Is it Itauma? Is it Hergovic? Because we've seen Hergovic kind of like
Hergovic might be a little bit past it, right? But the way he's talking, he sounds motivated. He sounds like he has a point to prove if he really wants it.
Yeah,
when
that is true.
Itauma's a little soft in the ass, there's some doubt there. Hergovic might be able to pull it out of him, right? Because he did lose the ball, but he did put it on him at first, right? He was
at first. That's the thing, but then he kind of like gave up a little bit there. No, like it feels like he didn't fight with the same intensity, and Hergovic is playing that card like he's coming into this fight as, I'm the underdog, but I have the experience, and you, Itauma, are a fucking hype job.
Calls him a kid.
I'm gonna expose you, and he wants Itauma to believe that he's been giving everything in a silver platter.
Well, how old is he? 20 years old?
23, I believe. Let me check it 23?
Out. Well, yeah, he's like a little kid.
I think he's younger.
He's not no kid.
21. Or
21? Yeah. No. It says here that
21. Yeah. He's 21. December 28th, 2004.
Whoa, I was completely off.
He's like a fucking little kid, like a little snot-nosed punk.
Yeah, a little snot-nosed. He's probably still wearing diapers. Shit in his pants.
By the way, Frank Sanchez.
You still got your mama's titty milk on your breast.
Yeah, 21.
And by the way,
guys, I was going to say Frank Sanchez is a mandatory.
Frank Sanchez, okay, yeah.
So the winner's going to have to,
Well, I mean, listen, on the one hand, now that you mentioned future fights and all that, I got a question. Who are you guys rooting for?
Itauma. He's better for boxing. He's good for boxing, for the future of boxing. I want him to win because of that.
Sometimes I'm kind of a hater. I don't know. I kind of want to see him get slept. Now that I don't know. It would be funny.
That time will come if you want to see him get knocked out in the future. Yeah.
No, but right now, like right as he's about to become a superstar, it would be funny to see him just get flattened.
Yeah, Frank, but you got to learn the art
Yeah.
of. See, Frank's the type of guy when he gets in there with a woman, like he rips her clothes off. He's like bang, 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 like he goes in dry. You got to take your time. You got to you got to romance, and that's the thing
Fire,
about
fire.
this.
Just the ones I pay for, you know. I
Oh.
just want to get it over with.
No, but there is such a thing as investment. You want to see, if you're really one of those people that wants to see a guy derailed, you got to get him to the top first, because that's the sweetest spot for a lot of boxing fans. When a guy gets to the top and then he
your
falls.
chance. Isn't
I
that
hear
isn't the
you.
full even better because he's very like at the highest point and then he falls down.
That's how a lot of fans
long
feel.
I don't-
distance.
Maybe. I mean, I was rooting against Baby Anderson. I don't know. I just didn't like the guy when they were hyping him up. I wanted to see him get flattened.
When Bocoli knocked him off, that was a good one. And when Joshua came to the States, that was supposed to be his big entrance, his big debut. He got beat up by a fat, little butterbean Mexican. That was amazing. That was amazing.
What about Frank Sanchez knocking out what was his name again?
That was
John Holmes.
brutal.
Yeah, but Torres
Why you bringing
wasn't.
that one up?
I don't think he was ever really that hyped. You know what I'm saying? It was
that was
funny.
Wasn't he? I mean,
Nasty
a little
knockout.
bit.
That was a nasty knockout, bro.
Nah, not
Yeah.
like this guy at Itauma. Not like him. I don't think we
Well,
were
he was
ever
the last, he's
believers.
the last American heavyweight prospect. It was him.
It was him and Anderson.
Anderson, I mean, he's pretty much. Well, who's he finna fight?
He was supposed to fight
The guy who said he was finna be done at boxing when he was 26. Isn't he 27 now or something?
he was supposed
they
to
don't
fight
say that shit, right?
earlier this year, right, on the Queensberry card, or maybe late last year. But then, and by the way, remember when he came out with a prisoner's outfit, a convict's outfit? What if Itauma comes in wearing an IDF uniform? You think that would turn him into a bad guy? Would it be wise for him to be the bad guy right now as opposed to the good guy?
Like fucking the Iron Sheik or something. Like he's just totally
What
goes
if he came out
terrorist.
dressed like what's the other? What are the guys they fighting? Dang. What if he came out with a bunch of little fake plastic babies, like strapped them like human shields?
Hey, you went really
And he
graphic.
had a turban. He had a turban on, and he's like,
And by the way, when I said the bad guy, I'm not saying when I said that he would become the bad guy by doing so, I'm not saying that they are the bad guys. I don't want to get political here or whatever, but yeah, I'm just saying that a lot of people dislike him.
6 million. 6 million.
Anyway, listen, the point is this. Jared Anderson was supposed to fight earlier this year, or he was supposed to fight on the Queensberry card, and it seemed as if they were trying to set him up for a potential Itauma fight, but now it seems like with the Itauma thing, they're going another route, straight for a championship here, or so-called championship, and so I think and Anderson hasn't fought in a while, so I think that's dead in the water. But in terms of who you guys want to win, yeah, look, Itauma, man, it's good for boxing. Right now, I feel like a small-town mayor, and the carnival's coming through town. It's very hectic. There's a lot of excitement, and again, there are a few things more exciting than a prospect, a heavyweight prospect. On top of that, a heavyweight prospect. This is the marquee division, and this isn't some backfoot bitch. This isn't a guy who clinches all the time. This is a guy who creates sensational knockouts. This is what the division has needed in a good long time, and it seems like we might be able to get it. But there's a big Croatian standing in the way of that. His name is Filip Hergovic, and so I don't know, man. I'm very excited for this fight. I'm very interested to see what happens.
Huge. I wasn't a believer because there wasn't. It just seemed like the hype picked up this week. It just hit me at once. I seen that clip on Pierre Morgan. He's doing, and everybody's covering it. So it's huge.
I really do prefer the name Pierre Morgan. It sounds more. I don't know why he doesn't do that.
Saying that.
He should change the name to Pierre Morgan. It sounds more refined. Instead, Piers. It sounds like a guy you meet at a pub and he gets drunk. He starts fighting the waitresses. Nah, it's Pierre. It sounds more refined.
Why did I say?
But what do I know?
God, I look like a fool.
No. What are you talking about? It's a good. Anyway,
This
see,
fool.
Frank doesn't give himself enough credit. He has some banger ideas, but he just doesn't seem to believe in them.
Sometimes that's not one of them. I don't know.
What
But
else?
it's huge, man. I just wanted to hammer the point home. I think this is a really big deal. Maybe on the States it's not catching up so much, but I think if he has a destruction, I think you'll see the American fans really get behind this guy.
Yeah, that's a good question. You bring up America. If Itauma was American, would the fans care? I mean, would the mainstream fans, non-boxing fans care, or would he be mismanaged if he was with Golden Boy or PBC or any other? I don't know, even Top Rank, for example. Because right now
I don't know.
Because right now he's getting
they
a big
beat
push,
behind
man. He's getting a big push in the UK. Like he's about to, if he beats Hergovic and does an
But it's a
impressive
boxing
fashion,
country, man.
that's what I'm saying.
They have a bunch of boxing shows, like even like Piers Morgan. This guy, he has a big show. He talks about he invites guests and they discuss politics also. But the fact that they're bringing him to talk about boxing, that happens in the UK. You're not gonna have a Piers Morgan type of character, or whatever. I don't know what the fuck he is. Interviewer in the US who's gonna invite a boxer.
That's right.
Interview a boxer.
Yeah,
you know what I
they
mean?
had Ronda Rousey on Jimmy Fallon. She was an MMA fighter, right? I
Yeah,
think they
but her
probably even
pussy
had,
stinks. So,
I bet at one point they even tried to put Clarissa Shields on.
oh,
Whose pussy also probably stinks.
could you imagine that? Could you imagine her?
I mean, here nor there. He's probably on Jimmy Fallon too. You know.
I'm the best woman
I mean,
on the
she.
planet.
My bad. I said he.
Oh yeah. What the fuck was that? Yeah, it was a Freudian slip.
I said so casually and shit.
I will say this, man. I mean, Piers Morgan. I was about to say Pierre Morgan. Piers Morgan. He's the type of guy. I mean, a bunch of British old ladies and old guys. They stay up to watch him while they're drinking their lukewarm tea and eating their cheese sandwiches. I mean, this is the guy that this is about as mainstream as he gets. So they're watching that guy. They go, who is this fella, the Moses Itauma? And all of a sudden it starts generating interest. You don't see that in the U.S. anymore. Maybe on podcasts.
Boxing is not as big.
Exactly, yeah. But this is good, man. I mean, this is what we need. But now Itauma has to get past Hergovic. And like you guys said, though, this is a win-win for us fans because if Itauma wins, we get a potential superstar on our hands or a bona fide superstar, depending on how he wins. And if Hergovic wins, well, Frank Bay gets what he wants and other people get what they want. Yeah, a prospect that was derailed.
I think I'm changing my mind. I just said there's a little part of me that does. But I think I'm more along with you guys because it'll be a bigger thing for boxing. Like I think you'll see a spike as far if you do a post fight or whatever. It's spectacular. You'll see a spike in the viewers and the attention you're gonna get.
But
so I think I'm with you guys.
But that's what I was saying. Look at the hype he got just beating Franklin. And ironically enough, this is how fickle the minds are of certain boxing fans. After he beat Jermaine Franklin, I remember people saying, wow, the only guy who can stop him is Usyk and maybe Caballel. Everyone else gets trounced. Then a couple of weeks later, Benavidez beats Zurdo Ramirez. And there's people talking about how Benavidez can beat Usyk and how nobody in the heavyweight division can beat him. So all of a sudden, Itauma went from being the next heavyweight to a fat cruiserweight who beat another fat cruiserweight in Zurdo Ramirez. All of a sudden, he becomes the next anointed one in the heavyweight division. So that's how fickle people's minds are. That they forget about Mosada Itauma. But if he is able to score, I'm talking about Itauma here, he's able to score a sensational knockout or stoppage, we could see something astronomical happen on Saturday. But again, who knows if Itauma can do that? I know he's not fond of criticism, even when it's merited, even when people ask the correct questions, which are, hey, how good is his stamina? Can he take a punch? He equates that to hating. Now,
Why are you hating, man?
Yeah, what
do you
you
mean
hating?
if I could take a punch? Why you hating, man?
Now, this dude has the personality of a dry snail. Let me tell you, this dude is not. But that's the thing. He will still become, if he wins on Saturday, he'll still become a star in the UK because they, like Butcher said, they're boxing crazy over there. They don't care about whether the guy's entertaining or not outside the ring. All they want to see is we got ourselves a star, and that's how they think over there. They don't need to see the guy talking smack, talking trash, and I think that's a good thing to a certain extent because. Oftentimes, some people will complain about, oh, this guy doesn't trash talk, and then this dude comes along and he doesn't want to do any type of talking. I suppose that should be a good thing, and I agree though. Sometimes you want to see a little spice from the guy. You don't want to, because I'm telling you, this dude. I was watching some of his interviews. I got some here that I'm going to play later. Every question they ask him, he takes 15 seconds to think, and then he answers with one word answer. Hey, how do you see this win looking on blah 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 Saturday? Blah blah. Good. It's like, all right, what are you, Jocko Willing now? I mean, good. Everything's good. So yeah, it's a little something lacking there. But I heard that interview with Pierre Morgan was kind of, they were going back and forth a little bit. No, that's what I heard.
I didn't hear it.
I don't know.
Nobody watched it.
I didn't know he was on Pierre Morgan.
Frankie, did you watch the actual interview? And if so, what happened? What type of convo was it? Actually, maybe I can look up some clips here. Maybe somebody's posted some shorts. Hey, by the way, fellas, don't forget hit the like. We're probably gonna open up the phone lines. I'll tell you a half an hour before we open them, or 15 minutes, because I still don't know when we're gonna open them. Pierre Morgan and Itauma. Let's see if I can get some shorts here. So far, well, it was posted 2 days ago, and it's only done 87,000 views. So it's still they still got a long way to go before this guy becomes a star. I will say that. Here's Hergovic being interviewed by a black lady. I thought it was Candace Owens at first. Now they haven't posted any shorts, man. All right.
That'd be funny, right? If Candace Owens interviewed him.
Yeah, Candace Owens. Yes. Tell us about, what do you think about Charlie Kirk? Was he assassinated? Like, what? The deep state, did they go after him? Okay, this is what I wanted to. So yeah, okay. So before we get down to other stuff here,
does Itauma have something to do with Charlie Kirk?
Yeah, weren't there a bunch of Google searches that intensified the
What was Itauma doing at that rally that day?
Didn't Mos Itauma drop his pants and start saying, "Kill me, kill me, kill me, I did it"? Before we move on to some things here, because I want to play you some clips here of all the brouhaha, the media brouhaha that's been occurring. Who are you guys picking? Let's get down to brass tacks here. Anybody.
Moses by destruction.
Oh.
KO under 6. He should. Although, no, let me say KO by 9. KO under 9. I mean, I think Hergovic, a good sign he has Abel Sanchez in his corner.
Mm-hmm.
He looks in shape, and Abel Sanchez, trained Gennady Golovkin, and I would like to see Hergovic fight in that manner. Is he going to walk him down and apply the pressure? That would make it interesting. So I think he would have more success like that. So KO 9 is my prediction. Well, under 9, you know how betting wise.
Sure. Anybody else, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the same. I thought late round stop.
The hell?
Late round. Watch should be a Moses Itauma decision.
Really? Decision, huh?
See.
Are you expecting a couple of knockdowns in between, or?
Yes, I'm expecting Itauma to try to knock him out, maybe drop him. Hergovic is a little bit tougher than he thought. He's like, you know what? Maybe I can knock this guy out. Let me box, and maybe he'll look shitty near the end. Maybe Hergovic start putting it on him. I think Hergovic will be strong enough to survive an early onslaught and maybe, come back a little bit later, but not win a decision.
Interesting. Bucho, what did you say?
Yeah, late round stoppage.
Itauma.
Late fight stoppage.
Okay.
Yes.
We need Gonzalo's prediction, bro. He probably would call it right on, right?
I mean, he'll probably sky with a knockdown in between, and then it turns out it's true.
Yeah. With 30 seconds left in the 8th round.
Yeah, we gotta find out what he's up to. I'll say this, man. I think Itauma wins, but I'm not sure, man. I mean, Hergovic, one thing I like about him is that he's got underrated skills. And what I mean by that is he knows how to keep fighters at the end of his punches. And by the way, I was rewatching the Zhang fight, and in the comment section, there seems to be a little bit of revisionism, because I remember after that fight, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, Zhang got robbed." Then in the comment section now, a lot of people are saying, "Man, I don't know what these commentators were watching," because they were saying Zhang was doing better. What's his name? Hergovic was winning this one, and he won this one. And I'm thinking, whoa, what happened with this? Revisionist history. Now all of a sudden they're saying that Hergovic really did deserve it. And I gotta tell you, I was rewatching the fight. Hergovic was letting his hands go. And we saw how that can benefit you. We saw that last Saturday when Veron took on Hernandez, El Diablo. What happened? Veron let his hands go, and one judge had it a draw. That's the benefit you give yourself when you let your hands go. Keeping those hands there and then not throwing them, that's not going to work. And that's the problem with Itauma's opponents. So far, this guy is so quick on the trigger and hits so hard that these guys are afraid to let their hands go. Hergovic, he's got the benefit of being the taller guy. Like I said, he knows how to keep fighters at the end of his punches. That's what he needs to do. Let those hands go. Make Itauma be the one on the defensive. And like Frank was saying, Hergovic is with, what's his name? Abel Sanchez. Will Abel Sanchez sort of get him to fight a little bit more aggressive this time? Or is the plan going to be like, no, let's make him come to you, because he's the guy, he's the guy that likes to prefer to counterpunch. This time, let's make him come forward. But the problem is, it seems like Itauma can fight coming forward. At least in terms of putting pressure. I don't like the fact that he applies pressure with his hands down, but nevertheless, he can walk opponents down. So it's going to be a very interesting fight. I'm thinking Itauma But I'm unconvinced about how good he is. And look, some people can say, "Oh, BDA, you set the bar high." Yeah, setting the bar high for the people who deserve it. With Inoue, I wasn't all that high on. I mean, I thought he was good, but I always wondered, well, what's going to happen if a guy can take his punch? How's he going to react when a guy starts punching? But we sort of saw that against.
You're like, well, what if he fights in the FBA? We haven't seen him fight in the FBA yet.
yeah. I kept saying he needs to fight in the US. He needs to fight in the US. But no, when he fought he fought Carmona, and Carmona gave him a tough fight. And I remember thinking, see that Carmona? I mean, well, how good is Carmona? And by proxy, how good is Inoue? Then when he fought Donaire finally in the finals of the bantamweight tournament, that's when I said, okay, this guy's the real deal. He answered all the questions. Broken orbital. He got hurt in that fight. He still kept coming, and he showed that he wasn't just just a big puncher. He could also outbox his opponent. A good, solid opponent to Donaire. So.
BD, I just saying that, just something I was thinking. What's the last guy you just jumped on blindly? Not the guy, bandwagon.
What's the question? What?
What's the last guy you just jumped on blindly in boxing?
Yeah. Okay, what the fuck?
Like,
yeah, who's the last guy you jumped on? What?
You know what I mean. Stop
yeah,
it.
hopefully. I can't remember, man.
Really, there hasn't been a boxer you were just like, yep, he's the dude. I got him. He's gonna.
Not really. Maybe Virgil Ortiz, but that was only after the Majimo. Really, it's after the Majimo fight. That's when I said, okay, this dude he's solid. And Jeron, in terms of pound for pound, this guy's the pound for pound king, or just generally he's gonna be a pound for pounder.
Well, you're being skeptical of Moses Itauma, where everybody else is willing to just jump all in.
Well, no, that's not true. Not everybody's willing to jump all in, but.
Well, no, I'm seeing a lot of people that are praising him. They're
Right.
willing to, say he's the next dude. So I was just curious. The last guy I remember, I think maybe it was Lomachenko or Miguel Cotto. When I seen them, I was willing to say, yeah, they're really good.
Yeah, because look,
They're gonna be superstars.
I've seen so many prospects come and go, man. There was one guy in the 2000s, I think it was Devereaux Williamson. I think that was his name. I forget his name. He knocked out Michael Grant, who at one point was supposed to be the anointed one in the heavyweight division. And then it was like, whoa, Williamson knocked him out. I think that was his name, Devereaux. I forget. I'm going to look it up, the name. It was like, whoa, this dude is blah, 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 blah. And then what happens? He ended up losing, and he never amounted to anything, and not top 10 heavyweight, not even. So that's one example. There's been so many prospects that come and go, so I'm very reticent to just anoint a guy. Like, yeah, look, if he beats Hergovic, even if he beats Hergovic and knocks him out in one round, there's still going to be a lot of questions because, okay, you knocked him out in one round. Like Hergovic said, you knock a guy out within 2-3 rounds. What does that really tell you? Okay, that the guy can crack, but what happens when the other guy punches back and can take his punch? There's a lot of unanswered questions that remain. So I want to see this fight sort of go a couple of rounds. I want to see if Itauma can duck and dodge a lot of these punches that Hergovic hopefully will throw. Because like Fu said, if all of a sudden Hergovic goes in there and doesn't throw any type of punches from the get-go, something's weird. Now, I will concede that Itauma is very good at countering. And so I wouldn't be surprised if Hergovic doesn't throw as much as he usually does. But I want to see him at least try at some point. And that's the other question. At some point, is he going to have to go for the gusto? Is he going to have to go from broke? I don't know. We'll see. There's a reason why a lot of people in the Discord call him Hergovic. They feel that there's a little bit of giving him. There's a little bit of that his will can be broken and has been broken in the past. So we'll see what happens. Fellas, don't forget to hit the like. Really helps us out. We're talking about Hergovic versus Moses Itauma. And I want to show you guys a couple of clips here because they've been doing a big press tour with this fight. The guys are doing a lot of interviews. Even Itauma said, I think it was Itauma or Hergovic said, yeah, I don't like doing the interviews, but part of contract, so I do it. I go, see, that's an interesting thing. These guys don't want to be talking out there, but they have to. And Hergovic has really been the revelation of this one. I didn't know he was this funny. Somebody showed me a clip of when they had that 5 versus 5. Remember Matchroom versus Queensberry? They had a big round table with all the heavyweights, all the other fighters, and I'd forgotten about this part, that when it was Hergovic versus Dubois, and they asked him about Dubois, and Hergovic goes, I see big biceps, but I don't see big balls. Wait, you want to see his dick too while you're at it? What the fuck, man? So he's underrated, funny, and he's character is really coming across now. So I want to show you a couple of clips of what's been going on. Today they had the press conference. So I want to show you this clip here. Itauma. Okay, they asked a stupid question. Hey, Moses, are you in the best shape possible? So you can tell Itauma's bored in there. He's thinking about going back to reading Dr. Zeus or something.
And Barry and Lee and everyone up there, has it gone perfectly? Have you had the right sparring? Are you as good as you can possibly be ahead of Saturday?
Yeah, man. I'm not going to sit here and say I didn't, but yeah, man, it's as good as it can be. Yeah, man, I'm ready to rock and roll. I don't know what else to say.
He's ready to rock and roll. I will say this.
Well, I mean, the question is pretty basic, right? It's like, are you ready? Did you have the best of everything? No, I didn't train hard for this fight.
Butcher, I'm surprised he didn't ask him yet. What would a win for you mean for you on Saturday? No, but somebody posted a clip on Discord of they asked him about he was in a dark room or something. I don't know. It kind of looked like weird. Anyway, they're asking him like, what about your preparation, blah blah, and he goes, oh well, right now, yeah, I'm not 100% physically or mentally, but it's good enough to beat Hergovic. I go, what? He actually said that. I didn't save that clip, but it's not. Yes, I'm thinking. Well, I always make fun of. I always say that fighters will never tell you how they really feel. Like you'll never hear a fighter in an interview say, I kind of got the flu a little bit. I just got into a fight with my wife. She's been busting my balls. She almost killed my kids or something. I have a busted knuckle. They'll never say that. They'll always
trying to strangle him.
Oh, come on, it's over, man. Come on, it's too soon, man. But no, I'm kidding. It's never too soon to try a good joke. Let me tell you. But you'll never hear a boxer say that. Like, oh yeah, I'm not 100%. This guy said it. This guy said, I don't know, he was kidding. It does again. It's kind of hard to get a read on him facially, but I don't know why would he say that. And is he being serious? Makes you wonder.
Yeah, I thought that was strange too.
Yes. You saw it? Yeah. Okay.
Well, I've seen it posted. I didn't hear it or see it. Is there a clip where he says it?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, I mean, I'm not apparently. I heard the clip. Yeah.
Well, maybe that's just him being flippant about his opponent. Like, yeah, my leg's broken, but I'll still whoop his ass.
Yeah. Both my hands are broke, but I'll still be. Yeah, maybe.
My back.
That's why I'm saying it's hard to know if he's kidding or not.
My legs, but not my balls.
It's kind of hard to tell whether he's kidding or not because he's so deadpan. Itauma is. He's so devoid of. I don't know. There was a conspiracy theory the other day that supposedly people who got the jab, it kills.
He's like on Ritalin or something. Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, in the chat, Let Meese in the chat says Itauma doesn't like doing interviews either. It's the Eastern European in him. Could be.
Maybe.
He's Slovakian, right? Yeah.
At least, I was going to get confused. Slovenian or Slovakian, but yeah, whatever.
Slovak. Oh, Slovenian or Slovak? I don't know. No, I think
Yugoslavia.
We're just going to start making shit up. Here's Hergovic. They asked Hergovic about all the talking he's been doing.
The question was the banter with Moses. Is that all just part of it? Part of the games of the build-up, and now it's about serious business? Or is that a psychological edge that you're trying to get over on him?
No, man, I'm just telling you facts. I'm not playing any games. I just tell you what I think in the moment. Like I said, I'm not so smart to play these mind games. And I just tell you what I think, I think he's a kid, he's not mature enough. I think I'm the man. I'm in much better age, much more experience, and that's it. No mind games.
No mind games, just physical victory for you on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Pretty
God
much.
willing,
Man, check this out.
I'll beat him. I'll smash the kid on Saturday. I'll send him back to high school.
It's interesting. He doesn't say, I'm going to take him to school or something. He just says, I'm going to send him back to high school. Very specific there. Do you think that might actually be getting under Itauma's skin a little bit? Like he keeps calling him kid, high school.
Yeah,
we kind of is a kid, though.
It's true.
Yeah, when you were in industry, right? Were you a young man? The older people always disrespect the young people. That's just how
true.
It is, right? You have to prove to them. Right. They just go, kid, give me the coffee. When I got in my industry, The old heads, they
They're like,
just
hey,
always
kids, bring that lube. That's what they'll tell BD.
Sovereign's on a, what do they say, on a crazy one? That's how they say in the streets.
I'm a sick one. I'm a sick one.
Yeah, crazy. No, but it's true what Frank is saying, that the old heads are going to try to test him, and that's what Hergovic is doing right now. Also, Hergovic again, he's got this weird way of bantering, as they said on the press conference, with everybody. Check this guy. This guy comes from all the way from Croatia, and he wants to ask a question in Croatian or whatever language they speak over there, and Hergovic isn't having it. Check this out.
I would like to ask one question in Croatian, and then I will repeat it in English.
We all speak English, man. You can ask in English.
You don't want to answer in Croatian?
No.
Okay, no worries.
Because no one would understand. I don't see a point.
But maybe Croatian media.
Maybe in Indian.
All right.
Okay. Right there.
He's a fucking asshole, man. No, but he's being funny.
I don't see the point.
It's funny.
Oh yeah, I think you do it for the Croatian media. I mean, that's that's what they wanted. He's like, I don't see the point.
That's what he's saying. He keeps saying in the interviews that if Itauma was Croatian, nobody would give shit about him. But maybe the reason why Croatia doesn't give a shit about it is because you treat everybody. I don't know
about them.
Yeah, exactly.
Give a shit about them.
It's adding credence to he doesn't even give a shit about what they think in Croatia.
Yeah, maybe, man. Then let me see. This one's kind of long. I think I have to fast forward here. But the final statements here from Hergovic.
It ends quickly for you, like your manager says, within 3 rounds.
Sorry, guys. I don't understand that British accent so well. I didn't understand you anything.
He's like, I don't understand you fucking. Oi, you got a license for that, mate. He's telling them.
Oh, knock him out,
You sound like a fucking idiot.
Knock him out.
You're gonna make it worth me while, Ton? It's like that's the snatch accent.
What he said, he's gonna knock me out in 2 rounds?
Yes.
We'll see, man. No one ever knocked me out any time in my life. I had like so many fights, amateurs, professional, WSB. No one ever knocked me out. So only I was stopped against Dubois.
Let me try seeing fast forward here.
Out. So if people say, he's next Muhammad Ali, we'll see, man. I hope so. I'm not next Cleveland Williams or, Ernie Terrell. I hope so. We'll see what's going to happen.
Did he call him the next Andre Durrell?
No. Hey, he should have, right?
The next Muhammad Ali or the next Andre Durrell. We'll see.
The next Nico Ali Wash.
If he's so good, we'll see.
We will see, but I want to ask you simply what happens on Saturday.
Like he said a few months ago, give me some props, man. I came here to London on his territory. I'm a big underdog in eyes of everyone. The kid everyone was avoiding, I came here on his territory. I'm fighting him. And give me some props, man. I'm not afraid of anyone. Whole my career, I never.
All right, so that's the part I wanted to play there. He's saying, "Give me some props. Give me my credit," as Antonio Tarver would have said. Yeah, and it's true. I mean,
why? For a person who doesn't care about anything, apparently, all of a sudden he cares about give me some credit.
No, but I mean, he makes a good point. Everyone's saying Itauma's the next, the anointed one, the next best thing. Well, shouldn't the guy who beats him get some credit? I think so. He deserves some credit.
Oh no! Was he saying give me credit for just fighting him or for beating him?
I think for beating him. I think he said after I beat him.
Okay, I thought he was saying just give me credit because I came here.
I think.
Okay, but if he beats him, he should get credit. I think he was just. What I understood is that he wanted credit for just being there.
No.
By the way, this next interview here, as people were started saying, "Well, who the fuck is this? Who is the zone getting to interview?" Because he's a young kid. He's not a small kid, though. He looks the same size as Hergovic. But yeah, some people are just right off the bat, people in the comment section, "Oh, who the fuck is this kid? How come the zone can't get?" I thought he did a good job. Now, there does appear to be some sort of like an age gap there because Hergovic sounds like an old man the way he talks. And you're going to see what I'm talking about here, but check this out.
To win this fight, even though you've got far more experience than Moses Itauma. Do you think that's fair based on what you've done in the sport and what Moses has done in the sport?
I don't care. So opinions is like everyone has it. You heard that?
Yeah.
You heard that saying? Like what? Opinion is like.
Opinion is like. I suppose it doesn't really matter.
No, they say opinion is like
Say
a
it.
butt. Everyone has it. Right? Have you heard
Say
of that?
it.
Yeah, I have actually heard
Asshole, say it. Say it. Say
Yeah,
the word.
he wanted to say, that's the thing. In the beginning, I said, no, he's not going to say that, right? And then that's what he was trying to say. He was trying to say the expression, opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. But
Show me, asshole.
spread them, yes.
Show me where you have your opinion.
Point at it.
Stick it in. Like what? I'm going. Opinions are like assholes that deserve to be fucked. Like what? Like he starts sticking his pencil.
He starts doing that. He starts doing that. You know, he starts doing
one.
that. He starts doing the Ace Ventura. Where he grabs his ass, starts talking.
Oh, man. Yeah, but he sounds like an old man. Remember that's what old people do. Is like when they tell you a joke and they think because you're young, that's the first time you've never heard it before.
Heard
Like,
it?
you ever heard that one? You heard that one? It's like, well, yeah, we've heard of that. And he thinks
This
it's the
could be a
funniest
prison
thing.
scene.
Say it. Say that word.
Hey Moses, is your refrigerator running? Is it?
Yeah, this guy's insane, man. This guy, and then he thinks it's the funniest thing in the world. Look at him.
So I don't. So I don't care what everyone thinks, you know.
Hey, that is a bit of contradiction, like you said, Butch. All of a sudden, he's like in the press conference today, he was like, "Give me my credit," but then in this interview, which took place earlier, he's like, "I don't care." Which one is it?
Yeah, it's all because it's fake, man. He cares. He cares.
I mean, he should care, is what I'm saying, but to a certain degree, right?
Well, his career is on the line. If he loses this fight, he even said it's pretty much over.
Yeah, he's going
Because
back to
of
work
his
in the.
age.
He's going back to work in the salt mines in Croatia. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter.
And
even if I'm a favorite to win, I don't care. What can help me if you think I'm gonna win? What is it can help me?
No.
It's just important what I think.
And what do you think?
I think I'm gonna throw him out of the ring.
What does that mean? I've heard you say that a couple of times. What do you mean by throw him out of the ring?
You'll see on August 29, man.
Does that mean you're gonna, use your size? Are you gonna bully him around the ring?
I will throw him out of the ring, man.
Listen, something I thought was interesting.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what the hell that means, man. I'm gonna throw him out of the
He
ring.
picks him up, puts him over his head at 10th round, and like literally tosses him out of the ring.
That would be quite something. And then he goes, "You ever heard of that one? You ever heard of that one? You ever see this one?" And then he knocks him out. Here, Hergovic reiterates the fact that if Itauma wasn't from the UK, he wouldn't be as famous as he is now, or wouldn't have the same push as he's been receiving now.
Tip this morning.
If he was born in Croatia, he would now work in McDonald's in drive-through because he wouldn't be able to handle that, to go. So
He'd be working at Burger King late shift, dealing with undecidables, and he gets very specific about it. By the way, there's something, that microphone is kind of weird. They have a transparent cord. It's almost like what they stick to people in the hospital and all that. I don't know what that is. I don't even know what that microphone is hooked up to. Just a little observation there. But it is interesting though, because Hergovic keeps calling out Itauma on that. Like, well, look, if you didn't have that eclectic racial makeup and that combination of Slavic or whatever, and if you weren't in the UK, you wouldn't be where you are now. And I'm thinking, Itauma recently brought that up in an article here. I think I get the quotes where he said, I don't get treated the way I am for no reason, Itauma said, talking about his performances, or referencing his performance. There's always something about me that Queensberry push, and it's not what I haven't done, but what I could do. So he understands that the potential is that's what's being sold here. And he did say, like, look, Hergovic, he won a medal in the Olympics, That gave him a push. I mean, he earned the medal, but let's not like. In other words, he's true. He's making Hergovic tries to make it out to be like I am from small country. No one give a shit. But hey, come on, you had a medal. I think Matchroom signed him off from the get go. He fought on the WSB early
He's
on.
had big fights. You know, he's had big fights and everything. I mean, it was him who couldn't take it to the next level.
That's a great
He had
point.
he had some shots. Right? Maybe he didn't have as many as he should have. I mean, I saw an interview where David Hay was saying like, I'm shocked that Hergovic never got a title shot. Oh, well, he lost to Dubois, right?
Exactly. Like, if he would have beaten Dubois, he might have fought Joshua later on that year, right? I mean, now in this clip here, well, this is just a little bit here for the people who are on the true path.
Relationship with God is the most important thing in your life. So everything else is empty. Money, fame, everything is empty. So
There you go. Nothing but a void unless you have God on your side. I think that's what he's trying to say. Fellas, don't forget to hit the like. Really helps us out. Don't worry. I've got more clips incoming here because, again, they were doing a big media tour brouhaha here.
Witness history.
Oh, yeah, and look at that. I mean, again, look at this commercial. Let me put it up here real quick. Look at this commercial. This is the point of view of Moses Itauma coming out. I think it's a gambling thing. Is it a gambling commercial? No, it's not. Okay, it's a... Because I read an article that says a lot of young people now are gambling. That's their big thing. They love to gamble, thanks to this online gambling. I'm thinking, we've had online gambling for a couple of years now, right? But I don't know why all of a sudden it's become popular. So
Being advertised everywhere, bro. Everywhere.
like this influencer boxing cards, right? I think I've seen it advertised there as well, right? UFC as well.
Bro. Yeah, that's rain bet or something like that. That's what I always see. Because you can bet on anything.
Shit, that's
you
interesting.
bet on anything.
That's
What shorts they're gonna wear? I mean, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, it is bad. I mean, I don't usually like to be this judgmental, but I don't think it's a good thing. I'll just leave it at that. But anyway, listen, there's a lot of interest in this fight, and Hergovic was making the rounds, like I said.
But they never hit you up, BBA? I'm surprised they never hit you up.
Well, that's why I'm reserving my judgment, because in case they call us up, I was like, hey, can we advertise? Like, sure, bring it on. No, I'm kidding. This is another interview here from Hergovic here.
Looking at the very first met, I cannot escape and I cannot forget. Baby, you the one, you still turn me on. You can make me whole again. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Who was that directed at? Who was that? Was that to anyone in particular? Was that for anyone?
No.
This guy's so weird, man. Then he goes, I just like the song. It's a good song. Then they ask him about, again, everyone keeps bringing up the fact that he's the underdog. I don't know if they're trying to psych him out, by the way, because a lot of these Brits, they keep asking him, it's telling him, hey, you're the underdog. It's like, you don't think he already knows that? But anyway, check this out.
Would not expect you to win this fight. Why is that the narrative?
Because they're
that it's just it's Moses crowning night and that's it.
They're fucking stupid. Yeah. So.
Are people putting too much pressure on Moses Itauma? Like promoters, fans?
I don't know, man, but it's not important what people think. It's important in the ring between me and him.
Looks like his head hurts whenever he tries to formulate a thought there. Okay, then he complains about how there's no infrastructure in Croatia, despite the fact that they have talented fighters. And then he gets kind of candid about Moses Itauma's talent here. Check this out.
And you beat him?
So we don't know. You know, everyone's saying he's like new Mike Tyson, new Muhammad Ali. Maybe he is, you know, maybe I'm fucked up. Maybe I'm just here in the wrong moment, you know. We'll see, you know. Is he a tough motherfucker or he's like...
I don't know why I find it so funny whenever he starts swearing. It's like a little kid swearing or something. You know what I mean? It's like the first time... it sounds like you're not supposed to be hearing that from him, but...
You know what he sounds like? You know what he sounds like? He sounds like that Looney Tune character. I don't know what happened, Rocky. That's exactly how he sounds like. I mean, when he talks, but he's actually smart. He's not stupid like the Rocky character. You know what I'm talking about?
I think you're wrong, Uncle. I think he is dumb.
Oh.
Oh, well, man, no, he's not dumb. I think he's got a few brain cells up there working.
Well, what did he say earlier? opinions are like what?
Like butt. You ever hear that one?
Ah.
You ever hear that one?
Okay. Like, but that's exactly what happened. That's what he said.
Yeah, he was supposed to say. He wanted to
But,
say
I mean,
opinions are like
I
assholes.
guess but I guess he's a little bit dumb. I guess he. I
Hey.
don't know. I'm gonna throw him off the ring, man.
You know
I'm
which.
gonna
You
send him
know
into
why
high
I'm.
school.
You know why
Yeah.
now I'm started changing my rooting. I'm kind of rooting for Hergovic now because I'm with Frank Bay now a little bit because I want to see Hergovic win and I want to see the eventual. I don't know why we didn't get this interview. Hergovic
He's
being
coming off more
interviewed.
likable, way more likable, right?
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
and
let
I'm
him be
waiting
likable.
for that,
I
and
don't think
I'm waiting for the Hergovic showbiz interview. Oh,
I mean, I was a Hergovic fan before you guys became a Hergovic
All
fan. I
right.
was saying he beat his end.
It's enough out of
So
you.
I mean,
It's enough out of you.
come on to the boat,
Come on up
the
to the house.
bandwagon.
Check out. So anyway, yeah, here's Hergovic giving Itauma his props, saying, "Hey, maybe I'm fucked up. Maybe he's a good motherfucker."
Like, spoiled kid. But I know one thing. He looked like a big microphone with that curly hair.
Is that kind of racist?
He's
A little
like,
racist.
"Hi guys, I'm a big microphone."
This is good.
What are you going to do to that microphone?
Hey, that's weird.
I'm gonna.
Little sus.
Don't do it to that microphone. 'cause
What
that
do they
costs you money.
say about
Yeah.
butt?
Yeah, what
Yeah,
they
what are you
say-
gonna do? What are you gonna do with a microphone?
What do they say
Butt.
about
Oh my
microphones?
God,
and
He's
butt?
What
getting
to say
kinky
about
with that, huh?
opinions and microphones?
I don't know. I might put it up my ass. I don't know.
My goodness, where's this interview going, man?
Pull my hair and slap me across the face and call me a bitch.
I'm gonna smash it in the ground.
What happens, just finally, what happens the first time?
Hi guys, I'm a big microphone. He's like this. I'm a big microphone. He's like this.
Sounds
when I
like
see
Yogi.
Moses, he's like
It sounds
this.
like Yogi the Bear.
I mean, this guy he's really trying to get under.
I'm really laughing.
He's really trying to get under Itauma's skin. Let me tell you.
It's like something you see at 3 a.m. right on those British channels.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Monty Python or some stupid sketch there that goes nowhere, but for some reason people find it funny.
Hi guys, I'm a big microphone.
I'm gonna let him know. I'm gonna let him know early on. I think you give him enough time. Moses' thing, his bread and butter is the body, even though he doesn't look like it. He's a good body puncher, spear body puncher. He's where he sets everything off that body punch. He's
Well-
he's not gonna start off with the body. He's gonna start off with the head by just jabbing him to the face here and there, and then that fucking jab hand, his right hand, is gonna start spearing him to the body. And once he starts feeling, he's gonna try to block at the bottom, and he's gonna get hit in the top.
All right,
And that's-
it's too late for breakdowns now. We're way past that.
Okay, sorry.
But look, Hergovic really found this one funny, man. He really thought he's.
That is not where I...
Listen to him. He thought it was hilarious, man. It was the best thing. He thinks he's got a future after this, after boxing. He's like, hey, maybe I could do impressions. Well, he'd said more if he was picking up Patranis and he starts doing the sketches live on stage.
This is not where I expected this to go.
What?
He was very emotional in the cabin when he started. Oh, I miss my family, and he's like this. I won't feel like crying. I'm like, bro, you weren't like this for any other fight. Why are you like this for this one?
It is, yeah, that's true to a certain extent. Now, Frank, what did you say that comment could be about Itauma looking like a microphone that could be construed as racially insensitive? Is that what you said?
A little. I don't know. That's the way to me it sounded
I
funny.
don't get. Bro, come on, man. Don't be sensitive. That was funny. That was hilarious.
No, I didn't say it was. I said it could be seen that way.
Well, apparently they showed that video to Itauma. Of course, they're trying to instigate, and they showed it to him. He's like, you don't think I've seen that before? Like, I've ever since the gym, since he said this, and I quote, since time people have been saying that. Like, what's since time? Really, that long? But he said that he's already heard it before. But you could tell that at some point he started really grimacing a little bit, like, motherfucker. So I don't know if he's gonna try to. I mean, he does. I mean, his hair isn't even that bushy, as far as I can tell. So, but yeah, maybe he could, like Frank said. And in today's world, there's a lot of people out there that somebody said it the best. They're offended by everything, ashamed by nothing. So I'm pretty sure there's gonna be somebody jumping at him. They're saying, "Did he really say?" Bill, I'm surprised Bill Haney hasn't come out and said that was racially insensitive. But someone's.
You know what it is? It's that. You know, I like the picture. When he's a little bit taller than him, right? Probably when he looks down on him, he sees this little puffy thing on the head. You know, he's like, "Oh, it looks like a microphone. It looks like a microphone. I can speak into it."
Well, I
think that's what it is.
I mean, I'm gonna pretend I understood what you were saying, but look, the point is this, man. Oh shit! Hold on a second. No, I think
say the most.
Sorry. What? Okay, and then I got one more clip here. I think it's one more. This is Hergovic being asked. I don't even know what he's being asked here.
Build up. Well, you've used the word kid when referring to Moses. In your mind, is that what he is? Is he a kid? Is he still young? Is it too early for him?
I'll get rid of the kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You'll get rid of the kid.
I get rid of the kid. Good rhyme?
What?
Rhyme. I get rid of the kid.
No, it doesn't rhyme, bro.
He looks at the camera like he's all proud. I get rid of the kid. It rhyme. What? It rhyme. This guy's insane, man. But yeah, I kind of wanted him to win now because we can keep hearing this insanity. Although I don't remember hearing this much insanity from him before.
No, he does talk like this, man. If you wild him up, he will talk like this. He was talking like this with the Daniel DeBar fight.
Right. And then somebody else somebody had shown us a clip that we played last week, I think, where he was saying about how Bacoli's scary. Yeah, he's scary to the women. He drives the women away. He's like, oh, you guys got jokes.
One, though.
So
he's good, though.
So he wants to get rid of the kid. You know, it's interesting. Also, in another. By the way, I think Butcher, should we open up the phone lines here at this point?
Yes.
How do we? Okay, let me open them up, and I'll leave you with a couple. While I open them up, I want to read you this real quick. Abel's. Wait, what? What happened? What did I say? What sounded suspect about what I said?
No, you said you're opening up.
No. See, I said I'm opening up the phone lines. I didn't say I'm opening up. See, that one made no sense, man. Come on, man. You're
like, give me that. You said, give me that microphone. I'm opening up. I'm like,
oh man, this show is going down the drain, man. I mean, it's been down the drain for a long time now. But look, the Hergovic accused Itauma of being into this whole new level of scientific training, right? He says he's probably got trainer telling him to drink this water in under 30 minutes, blah, blah, blah. And that, again, Itauma should just be ignoring that. But the fact that he keeps addressing it, he keeps having to counter what he's saying. I'm thinking, look, just let him say whatever he wants, man. What the fuck? Speak in the ring. So earlier we saw that video, right? We saw a video last episode or before last episode where Itauma was like, no, man, you know, actually, I don't think we saw a video. But anyway, he countered that by saying that, look, my trainer gave me water because I asked for water because I was thirsty. That's what Itauma was saying. I'm thinking, man, just shut your mouth, man. Don't fall into his frame. And then
why were you drinking so much water, huh? You have no stamina. I was thirsty.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hergovic
He's explaining himself. He's explaining himself and shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he wants, right? Isn't that the way you would do it, Sobers? Like you would try to get him to start answering your questions.
Just make him start talking. Just make him start talking. Explain that little shit. Like, yeah, well, why were your shoes untied? What are you retarded? Like,
another thing I gotta tell you guys.
Look, I'm like, what are you doing?
Another thing I gotta tell you guys.
One at a time, guys.
Hergovic's chin isn't better than Franklin's.
Isn't better?
It's not gonna last as long. Isn't better than Franklin's.
What do you mean by that?
Anthony Joshita hits harder than Zhang does.
Anthony Joshita.
Yeah, he hits harder than Zhang does, bro. And he took all those punches for 12 fucking rounds. Meanwhile, he got hit by Zhang, and he was on the floor in the very first round. And then he was acting lethargic throughout the entire fight. Even though he won, I think he won, but he was acting very lethargic. You would behave like that against this dude, he's gonna pick you apart in 4 or 5 rounds.
You can't do that.
So wait. So you're whatchamacallit? Your
I'm
prediction.
saying he's not going to last 4 rounds, bro. That's what I'm saying.
He's not gonna. I thought you were. Now I forgot it. So you're rooting for Itauma. Oh yeah, you're an Itauma guy. Yeah.
I've been an Itauma. I'm Itauma guy for a minute. Itauma.
All right, what
That's exactly what I'm picking. Yeah. He's not even a Schwarzenegger, but he's Slovakian. I'm picking that guy.
He's pretty confident though.
Yeah.
I guess that means nothing, right? I mean, it's just. I mean, we've seen confident people get knocked out before, right? So.
It doesn't matter how confident they feel like, bro. It's just the way they fight and the speed and the power and all this kind of things and the high Q and
all right,
these things
sorry,
play a
but
factor. I'm looking at all that shit.
Sorry, but
Yeah.
these guys put it in my head now. But did you just say cock confident?
Whoa! I mean, somebody's thinking about that. I could say.
No, because I don't know if that's a new
new
expression now where people say, instead of saying he's so confident, people just say, well, he's cock confident, like he's confident enough to whip it out. You know what I mean?
I'm like that too. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere like that, bro. But I don't know about that. I don't know about them. I don't know how confident they are.
I think he meant cocksure.
Cocksure, that's the one I've heard. Yeah, there you go.
Culture. Yeah, I see. You
Now
guys
you
watching
him
some
on
BBC porn
Cocksure.
over there, huh?
Listen,
Okay.
listen. I want to tell people. I want to drive through all this malarkey. The phone lines are open. The phone number's right there in the left hand middle portion of your screen. Call in. We'll leave it open for about 10-15 minutes, and so make sure to get your call in now. We're gonna limit it to about 3-5 minutes per call. Butcher, does that sound fair? 3 minutes per call, or is that too little? I mean, not enough.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Sounds good. Fantastic. Sounds good.
It might be too much. As a matter of fact, it might be too much.
It might be too much.
Yeah. 5 minutes. I mean,
we can't handle
we'll see.
some of these
Well,
calls.
what's the other expression? It was play by ear, right?
Yo, you ever heard of that one? What the fuck is that left?
Hergovic, like loving his own joke.
Yeah, but he was really like.
I mean, I actually like that laugh, bro. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it charmed you. Is that what it is? It would charm the pants off of you.
But
Is
it
what
was
you're saying?
hilarious. I mean, it made me laugh.
Now, here's the other
That's what
thing.
it is.
Here's the other thing Hergovic said, by the way, about those training methods that he's seen from Itauma. He said, well, I'm training with Abel Sanchez now. He's a real old school guy, Hergovic said. I think he's really brutal. His training regimen, it's really old school. He doesn't believe in this modern bullshit recovery, physiotherapy, vitamins, that whole thing. You must drink water, he said. You must do this. You must do yoga. None of that, he said. He's just old school. It's a lot of isolation. Reminded me of the simplicity of boxing. See, that's interesting right there. And then he said, Moses, I saw him now, he says. He has like 2 liters of water that he has to drink. Probably a nutritionist told him, like, you need to drink this morning 2 liters of water, blah, blah, blah. He's like new school, he said. Like modern fighter, lifting weights, drinking water. Probably in the morning, he says hello to the sun, breathe 10 times in, 10 times out, and then drink water. Then shower with cold water. Then go kiss a tree. He's, bullshit. I'm the real deal. So there you go. He keeps making fun of Itauma there.
I like that.
I like it too. Yeah, he's sort of trying to get under the guy's skin. And, I usually am not the biggest fan of trash talking, but I got to tell you, it's pretty creative the way he's doing it. He's not just saying, I'm going to beat your ass. I'm going to put belt to ass. And then he runs around the ring for 12 rounds, shaking his ass. And then when the final bell rings, he jumps on the turnbuckle and starts hitting his chest like he's King Kong, even though he didn't do shit. Well, nobody wants to see that.
You talking about Terence Crawford?
I'm talking about all of them, baby. Now, look, listen. I opened up the phone lines here. Let's go to a phone call here. Let's go to 858. 858, you're on the air. 858, what's on your mind?
Hello, this is Gonzalo. How's it going?
Oh, Gonzalo, what's up, man? Wait, is that long distance or what's going on here?
No, it's your local.
No, yeah, for you it's local. Whatever, forget. What's up, Gonzalo?
I just here listening to the show. I haven't seen too much of Itauma, but my first impression was that he was really good. He's got a quick trigger, and he doesn't seem to enunciate his punch when he throws it. Kind of like the no-look left hook. He catches opponents by surprise. So added coupled with the speed, and that he doesn't, how do you call it, enunciate, like show his punch off, like before he throws it.
Telegraph it.
The opponents don't see the punch coming, so that adds that effect. The punch that you don't see coming is the one that most hurts you. Plus, he seems to be a pretty big dude, I guess. Yeah, he's really good. I think that was just my first impression, but still have to see more of him. What else? Still have to see more of him. Yeah, but he just struck me as a guy. Oh man, this guy's something to look out for. Yeah, so just real interested in that fight. And if there's anyone that he could beat, probably it's a Filip Hergovic, because he seems to have like lulls in his performances where he's kind of cold and hot. And if not that, he just have to see. He seems to have a lull within the fight where you can pick a moment within a given round if you have experience as a fighter to notice that, when is the time to step it up and throw one of them quick no look left hooks coupled with the speed. So I think that's what's going to happen. That Filip Hergovic is going to get knocked out around the 8th round, in my opinion.
Well, there you go. Write it down. Somebody write it down for me, man, because the Guns, when he goes on these predictions, when he's on, by the way, it's like you're like Teofimo Lopez, though, Gonzalo. When people say Teofimo Lopez, if he's on, he can perform. It's like that's the thing with you. If you're on, then we get the good predictions. Are you on right now?
Yeah, it sounds about right. Yeah, write me down for the 8th round.
All right.
Knockout.
What is he? What is he on? Cocaine?
Ah, come on. What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you, Gypsy? Hey, by the way, Gonzalo, can you hear the panelists or?
Yeah, I can hear them.
Okay, fantastic.
On the YouTube.
You're luckier than I am, let me tell you. But
no, he said on the YouTube. He said on the YouTube.
Ah, come on.
I think you have us muted on the.
What's up, Gonzalo? Jump back on the Discord.
No, I don't have you muted though. I'm looking at my settings here. I don't have. Okay, hold on. Bucho's gonna say something, and you tell me if you can hear him. All right, Bucho, go ahead and see if we.
Yeah.
Yo, Gonzalo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, there you go. Fine. I don't know why I told you.
Okay.
All right, Gonzalo. So who are you rooting for though? Last question here.
No one in particular. I don't know too much about either guy. I know that Filip Hergovic has been around for a longer time, but no one in particular. I just think, Moses Itauma's pretty good, but like I said, I still have to see more of his performances.
There you go. I mean, listen, I wanted to. Some people want to see who's the anointed one, and some people want to see the anointed one fail. But I guess you're not interested in that. You just want to see the fight. So, Gonzalo, we got to move on here, man. But good to hear from you, and hopefully you can keep calling back, all right, man?
Okay, cool.
Okay,
Thank
good
you,
to hear
guys.
from you, man.
Hey, Gonzalo, jump back on the Discord.
Yeah.
Bro.
Nah, come on. I don't think
You're
that's a
gonna
good
go
idea.
chew him out, bro. Come
Jump back
on,
on my
man.
Discord, bro. I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna chew him out. He already been granted clemency, bro. Come on back.
All right, take it easy, Gonzalo.
All right, bye.
Hasta la próxima. All right, that was a Guns. Good
You
to
know
hear
who he's
from you.
rooting for? You know who he's rooting for?
Who's
He's
that?
rooting for the Mexican. He's rooting for the Mexican.
Well, who's more Mexican here, Hergovic or Itauma? That's a good question.
I would probably lean toward Hergovic. Yeah, I think he looks more Mexican, doesn't he?
A little bit,
If
yeah,
you
a
had
little
to
bit.
pick
A
one.
little bit. Looks
Yeah,
like
he would. Yeah, we go Hergovic. Yeah.
Let's go to another phone
That's why
call.
FPTV likes him.
Let's go to another phone call here. Let's go to 347. 347, you're on the air. 347, what's on your mind?
Hey, what's up, man? NPR, long time no talk.
Oh, NPR, man, what's up?
What's happening, fellas? Well, I wrote a bunch of stuff down and just kind of like in preparation for calling, and here's what I came up with. And so I said, like, what guy does what better, right? And a whole bunch of different things and ideas, not necessarily particular techniques, but who feints better? Who has faster feet? Who has a more varied lead hand? Who has better shot selection? Who gets in and out of trouble better? Who has faster hands? Who manages distance better? And who throws and lands more punches? Right? And what I noticed with the Dillian White fight in particular was immediately the variation of that lead hand from Itauma was unbelievable. Like Dillian White had no idea what to do. He finally collapsed him, but in the first 30 seconds, he had the guy so confused as to what's coming next. And it was about 7 different jabs or lead hands, that he did. It was double jab, a little bit of a circle jab, stab jab, pawing jab, a blinding jab. And he had him just guessing what to do. Finally, Dillian White bent over, and then he just hit him like he was, hitting him with these slap shots from the side, backed him up against the ropes. And then the shot selection went crazy, right? and it looks like he didn't miss a single shot, and he can do that in speed. The second thing I noticed about him is when he jumps back and draws guys forward, his check hook is, I mean, it's instantaneous, it's quick, it's sharp, and he's got an unbelievable check hook to if guys fill that, space, the vacuum, in the space. So I don't see any chance for Hergovic. And what Hergovic reminds me of, especially in those sequences where he's got somebody against the ropes, he does that Pulev thing where he sticks out his left hand and he lines up that one heavy right hand shot. He's not this great finisher. It's just slow, predictable, and he's let so many guys get away instead of just letting his hands go. I don't think anybody in the game right now manages distance better than Itauma. I don't see it going past 6.
Whoa! All right, interesting, very interesting. So you're saying Hergovic is kind of basic, and that's not something you like compared to the more nuanced.
It has to do with the feet. It has to do with the fact that he's just slow on the feet, man. He's there to be hit. He's got solid. Obviously, he's got an incredible 1-2. We know that. We know what he's got, and it's beautiful and incredible. But he's never going to be able to time Itauma in that kind of way. And even if he knocks him down, let's say he lucks out and knocks, not luck, but you know what I'm saying, gets a good shot in and knocks Itauma down, one shot is not necessarily going to finish a guy. I mean, that's a very high, it could happen, but it's a very hard thing to do, especially at his age. He's not like a counterpuncher, right?
Right.
There's no way you would consider Hergovic a counterpuncher, right? He doesn't know how to set up guys for a step back, check counter or something like that. He doesn't know how to do that. And his feet are just so slow. He keeps good grounding on his feet, but even Zhang was able to back him up, and he just curled up.
Well, yeah, that's something a lot of people are expecting, that maybe Itauma's speed is just going to be too much and keep Hergovic's hands in a defensive position. But we'll see, man. So we got you down NPR for a 6th round. It doesn't even go 6, you said. So I think that's what most people are.
I say somewhere.
Oh. All right. Well, listen, NPR, we got to move on here, but thank you for your call, and call back next time, right, man? Good to hear from you.
Take care, fellas.
You too,
man. Bye-bye.
Yeah, that's the feeling I'm getting here from a lot of people, man, that Itauma doesn't go, that Itauma's going to beat him. Now, whether Hergovic can give him a good fight up to that point, we'll see what happens. Fellas, don't forget to hit the like, rule helps us out. We're taking phone calls right now, so make sure to call in before the window ends. We got a window here. Don't you want to get thrown out the window that way Hergovic is going to throw or try to throw Itauma at the ring? Let's go to the windows, to the walls. Let's go to another phone call here. Let's go to 402. 402, you're on the air. 402, what's on your mind?
This is Big Smokey from Nebraska.
Big Smokey from Nebraska. What's up, man?
I'm just telling you right now what I see with Filip, with Hergovic. He has his hands down too much. He doesn't move his head when he gets hit. He has no head movement. Again, man, NPR, how he was saying, he stands there in the pocket too long. He likes to get hit to take a hit, Mexican style type of thing. So yeah,
wait a minute.
I guess he's Mexican, so something like that. Yeah.
So what do you expect?
He gets hit too much, man.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely gets hit more than Itauma has been getting hit now. But then again, that could be due to the he's fighting a better position. But do you agree? Do you concur with NPR? Do you think this doesn't go to the 6th round?
No, I think Itauma finishes him, man. First round. I think
round.
We see a flashback of the Phantom Punch. I think that's what we see.
Hold on, did you say first round?
Yeah, first round.
Wow, somebody write that down, please. We need. We should be keeping track of these predictions.
I mean, it's not that far fetched. I mean, I could see a first round stoppage. I'm just giving Hergovic a 4 round, just like the call. Just first.
Okay, first
just for
round,
respecting him. It's possible.
Well, that's
Yeah.
not respect.
It's not out of the.
I mean,
out
it's
of
possible.
imagination.
Well,
I mean, we'll see.
let me ask Smokey this. Smokey, what is the benchmark? So you expect Itauma to knock him on the first. If it goes 6 rounds or something like that, and Itauma struggles, does that lower your stock in Itauma, or will it actually prove to you that, hey, this kid actually is the real deal because he faced some adversity and came out the winner?
If Itauma goes 6 rounds, all he's going to prove is, I mean, he can hang in there 6 rounds. Does he have the stamina or not? We've seen with Hergovic that, I can go 12 rounds, but then what was it in the Dubois fight where I lost my gas tank later in the fight, and well, come on, man, you say you had a gas tank, so what happened there?
It's a good point. Now, so who are you rooting for?
I got Moses, true 21-year-old prospect, not 30-year-old prospect.
There you go. So you
and yeah, from what I heard from his sparring as a teenager, he's a real thing, man.
We shall see.
That's
indeed, man.
That's why they say he's like Tyson. He has flashes of Tyson, flashes of Ali. I think so, man. That guy moves like nobody does at heavyweight right now.
I'll say this: as long
Joe
as
Pampers was saying that he can move off the back foot like nobody else does. And I haven't seen anyone really move like that since Ali, dude. And that was like 30 plus years ago, almost 40 years ago.
I'm telling you, man. See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. We're getting these Ali Tyson comparisons. I'll say this, Smokey: as long as Itauma fights like Tyson but doesn't behave like a young Tyson outside the ring, he should be good. That's all I'm saying. Smokey, we gotta move on here, but thank you for your call and call back next time, all right, man? Take it easy out there.
Absolutely, guys. Big bless. Take care, guys.
Right back at you, man. Right back at you. Thank you for your call.
Take care, bro.
That was Smokey from Nebraska right there. Smokey sounds like a truck driver or something. Like he's driving through, taking care of business, and taking down names.
I thought it was boxing chief for a moment there, bro. I thought he was
kind of sounded like him a little bit, didn't he? A little bit.
Yeah.
Don't forget to hit the like, fellas. Hit the like. Rule helps us out. Let's go to our phone call here. Let's go to 336. 336. You're on the air. 336. What's on your mind?
Yeah, I'm going to keep this short because I kind of want to rant a little bit.
Oh, boy.
This is basically what boxing has come to, where we have like a young mulatto versus a retarded slow white man, and it's another showcase fight. You have Baranchik on there too, an old Baranchik fighting some fucking Sam Noakes, another showcase fight. And this is all you guys talk about and shit. And boxing is in a terrible place because the matchups are dog shit. You have Duran Ennis, who is willingly choosing to fight a B-level UK guy in Kelly over Ortiz. Fundora is doing the same thing. They're not even willing to negotiate with the guy. And it's interesting how the narratives change when Duran Ennis beats up a 23-year-old fucking contender, and then all of a sudden they're saying Ortiz was ducking him and never wanted to fight him. And Duran Ennis is willingly choosing to negotiate with Josh Kelly instead. So we know what it is, bro. These guys are given a fucking pass for not making the best fights happen. And this is why the matchmaking shit and why nobody cares about the sport anymore. You got Drew Sook and fucking Peng Tor fighting tomorrow. Both guys, got 3 knockouts in the last 4 fights, both young. And
now, are these guys FTM or MTF?
They're real Muay Thai fight. They do real fighting.
I know, but are they female to male or are they male to female? That's what I'm asking.
Fucking brain damage, become fucking gay.
Right, he's not gonna ask him. I'll ask Sobers. Sobers. Are these 2 guys that he mentioned FTM or MTF?
Oh, they're male or female. They're all lady boys.
Okay, that's good to know.
They give each other so much brain damage, right? Their fights are so brutal that they literally get body dysmorphia and start dressing up like this.
All right, sorry. Sorry. What were you saying, Dora?
Oh, I was just saying they get brain damage because they all just they like getting beat in the head by other men.
No,
but constantly. And then you got fucking Pech Moricott.
Dora,
and,
who you have, by the way, bro?
They both They both clean out their divisions and now they're rematching. Danny Rodriguez is one of the best Muay Thai fighters in the world. He's fought 5 times in the last 12 months. 5 times.
You're preaching to the choir, man.
Ring 2 times a year.
I've been saying this for years.
Fight the best competition. This guy's fighting fucking Pech Moricott, man. Again, he fought Hercules, fought Ritawada. He fights the best guys.
He fought Samson too, I think.
This is why boxing is a trash sport, and this is why this is why your show died, BDA. You can't even average 100 viewers anymore because nobody gives a fuck about this sport anymore. So you need to go start following real fighting, real man shit. Look what happened to Barboza. Look at Bumboza when Bobby Green was going 20% against him in like kickboxing sparring. Dude, he's lost. This is why, Allen got mad when I said, you don't know what you don't know. These boxers can't fight. And I was even saying, anywhere from 135 to 147, it's a knockout. I run through all of them in 2 rounds or less. And it's true. Like, these guys can't defend themselves. It's not combat. It's boring shit. They're overpaid. They don't fight. And you don't get the best matchups. It's shit. They all duck each other. It's garbage, and we're talking about fucking showcase.
You said you didn't want to rant. You said you didn't. You said you didn't want to rant, and now you're. He's ranting.
Rant. I'm done.
Hey, but by the way, listen. I'll say this, Dora. Alan gets angry over everything. Oh, he hung up. Yeah, Alan gets angry over anything. So you're not exactly breaking the mold there.
He didn't even give a prediction.
Yeah, he didn't even give.
He didn't even give a prediction.
I think he's scared because Sobers is here, and Sobers is always going to go at him, just to and he's not even. Sobers doesn't even go hard at him. He just he's just pulling a little. He's yanking his chain a little bit. But Dora can't really take it. So I'll say this, man. He said the thing that
was he talking about Muay Thai? What the fuck was
well,
he
the interesting
about?
the thing that interested
What the fuck was he saying?
The thing that interested me about him was he said I could run through these guys. Like, Dora, just because you do Muay Thai doesn't make you a legit fighter, man. It's like Tank Abbott said. It's like Tank Abbott said. Tank Abbott said the best on the Joe Rogan podcast. He says, all these guys that do jiu-jitsu now, they think they're fighters. They think they can go in there and fight. You're not a fighter. Just because you practice something doesn't make you a fighter. And that's what Dora seems to lack the understanding.
I could run through that. Is that what he really said? I could run. That's what I thought he said. I didn't. I thought I heard him wrong.
I thought maybe
I thought he meant it in a different way. Like he was being.
Does he go to a real gym? Is that what he's?
I doubt it, man. I doubt it.
No, because
he found his nuts. He went outside and he started training at a gym. Proud of him for that. But just because you discovered what that sport is doesn't mean no one else knew what it was before you. It's very juvenile to think that. Hey guys, heard about this great new thing? Have you heard of Muay Thai?
You ever heard of that one? You ever heard of that one?
Well, no, because I was thinking, they gas.
But he thinks that he's like giving you a golden egg. Like, this is not even a real sport. This is the ultimate combat sport over here. Go. Like, you know what Lethway is? It's even more less rules than Muay Thai. You can headbutt, and when you fucking knock the guy out, there you can get up. You get like up to 5 minutes for him to get up and continue the fight. So now you're gay if you like Muay Thai because you don't do Lethway. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, and
those gyms. Oh,
go ahead, Frank.
No, those gyms. I asked if he goes to a gym because a lot of those guys they gas up little guys like Dora. Like, yeah, man, you're doing great.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly.
Like, damn, you kick really hard, bro. You kick really hard, bro. Like, man.
So they can keep charging them.
They take you out a champion with these kicks.
Yes, man. They call them yes men. That's what they call them, yes men.
Cooking the Dora aka Napoleon Dynamite.
You gotta stop playing around. This guy kicks really hard, bro. Listen,
I hear, Sobers, I hear that's what they do in jiu-jitsu gyms too. Like, because they know a lot of these young kids, they're addicted to video games and they're addicted to the dopamine rush of whenever they unlock a new thing. So for them, it's like, we'll give them the extra belt, right? Like, you finally got the yellow belt.
Give them the blue belt with the white stripe on it.
Exactly, yeah.
Skip the
unlock, new achievement unlocked. You got the fucking.
You're really strong, bro.
You got the magenta belt. And then
you
he's
could
like,
choke out a world champion. You're really strong, bro.
And then right after that, they say
Joe Rogan was treated that way.
Credit card on file.
Hold on, Frank. What did you say, Frank? What?
After they say great kick, they say, do we have the right credit card on file?
Right, wait. So
when the process payment right away.
Hold the fuck on. Hold on. Your card went boy yo. You need to get the hell out of here.
What? What do I need?
I don't even know what he said.
Your little check went boy yo. It bounced.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah. Like all of a sudden that the praise stops. Like, you know what? You're not kicking as hard as you used to.
Kicking like a man, you little bitch.
I feel like that's what they did to Joe Rogan, bro.
You lady boy. You lady boy like her?
Joe Rogan was probably one of those guys that, oh my God, he kicks because he pays them all well. He kicks so good.
Kicks so hard, man. You could be a pro. Yo, but why aren't you pro right now? Why you could easily go pro?
Don't you dare kick anybody with that. You kill them.
Yeah, that's how they do it. And then they try to get you with the you gotta buy. I bet you he had to buy the shin guards from the gym, all the equipment. Yeah. You gotta join you join the gym, but then you get the surcharge, and then you gotta buy the equipment from us. And you want special classes? Yeah, $100 an hour.
No, it's a legit racket. I remember that they pay for the tournaments too. They think they won the trophy, but everybody gets a trophy because you paid for it. like that. To sign up for the tournament.
Yeah, that's what they do in boxing too. They give you a little medal there, even whether you got your ass kicked or whether you won. It's like they give you a little medal, man, because you got to make it. Hey, speaking of feeling special, Dora, who doesn't care about what we're saying, has to call back. He's calling back. Let's see. Dora, is that you?
Yeah, what's up? Can you hear me, PA? No, I just had to say, it's weird to me that you're trying to, put up this image that, I don't train or I'm untrained. But dude, you've never even hit in the head. You've never been hit in the head without protective fucking pussy pillows on your head. Man.
Is that right?
So I don't get that. And also, like I said, you don't know what you don't know. You don't train another martial arts.
What was that laugh?
Boxing
What was that laugh from
works
Gypsy Man?
with boxing? It only works under the Queensberry rules of boxing.
Uh-huh.
So the entire sport is meant to only apply when someone else is punching you. When like the clinch, the knees, kicks, elbows, all that shit comes in, it goes out the window. It doesn't work. That's why Barboza looked like an idiot.
That's why they call it Queensberry.
Fucking Bobby
It's
Green,
not
who
for
was going
kings, it's
10%.
for queens.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right. It's not cha-cha-cha that queen, man. We're talking about the Queensberry rules here. Hey, Dora, by the way, he hung up. That's what he does. He comes in, he talks so quickly, so we can't get a word in, and then he just leaves because he doesn't want to hear what we got to say. But then he'll call back because he's listening still. Yeah, he said, "Oh, BA, you've never been hit in the head without gloves." How do you know? That's the problem with Dora. He assumes, just like Sober said, he assumes no one's ever heard of Muay Thai before. It's like I was watching MMA. I started watching MMA in 1997. And I knew right away that, if you take a striker to the ground and the striker doesn't know any grappling, the grappler wins. But he just found that out a couple of years ago, or maybe a couple of weeks ago, rather. I think I'm being generous by saying years. And so now he can't believe it. Blew his mind after so many years watching boxing.
It gives off the vibe that he's the type of person that looks up fighting techniques on YouTube. Never like boxers get knocked down in a street fight. Never use the high guard.
Exactly.
And this guy just trying to
I would triangle choke this guy so hard.
Around. You know what I'm saying? Some goofy shit. He could have a weapon in his hand.
I would do, if this guy comes at me with the right hand, I would do the omoplata on him so hard he doesn't even know what to do.
I would simply catch his fist and do a flying armbar.
I would do a reverse heel hook on him and
It's the boxing is harder to master. The other ones are not harder to master. Yes, I agree with him that the other if you know those arts, it's better in a street fight. You're more rounded. But it's the thing is no, but it is. It's more. You're more rounded. You can kick the guy in the leg, and he will be because we use the legs of boxing. If your legs are gone, bro, that's why fucking Crawford never wants to step in the ring because he don't like kicks.
What are you talking about?
He does not like kicks, bro.
You said if a boxer's legs are gone, they can't fight. I think if anybody's legs are gone, they can't fight.
No.
I don't think a kickboxer can fight with one leg either, bro. That's kind of stupid.
And it's not the whole point. It's not one leg.
Or a wrestler, Well, maybe there are those legless wrestlers. Those guys are creepy, but that's something.
But I mean, if you can grapple, man, you can use legs. If your legs is kind of busted up, that's where you go. You know what I mean? Like you just take them to the ground.
I wish I could find. I know I had it here somewhere, but I had that. Sobers had posted it somewhere. It was under the comment section of Nico Ali Walsh slap fighting John Jones. They were just having fun. They were like slap sparring or something, and then somebody left a long ass comment saying, "You see how John Jones gauges distance, the magnificence of his input, blah blah blah." And then at the end he goes,
"This 30 seconds can really teach us a lot." You see John Jones close the distance when he steps to the inside, and you see Nico Ali Walsh try to counter it himself by stepping to his right. But the genius that John Jones is, he catches his fingers, cups his hands down, and then gives him an opening to Nico Ali Walsh just for the reach around. Just some goofy ass shit like that, right? Where it's like you're analyzing a slap boxing match, you fucking idiot.
I'd saved the comment, but it's probably, I don't know where it is, but yeah. And then at the end, the guy goes, "This is an inspiration for those of us who not only watch this sport but actually live it." It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? These guys are play slapping it. He's making a whole film analysis out of it. I mean, I gotta tell you, that's how some people are.
It's a money grab. These dojos, I'm sorry if anybody's in a dojo or trains. These are money grabs. Trust me.
For the most part, for the most part, it's a new grift. It's a new grift.
You need, but bro, you do need all of those. You need the full aspect. You know that. You need to know how to wrestle. You need to know how to fucking
read the Art of War by Sons too.
That's right. You need to read the.
No, that dumbass never won a fucking war in his entire fucking life, and he wrote a book, bro. No, not that guy.
The Book of Five Rings.
Yeah.
Hey, but by the way,
you need the whole aspect. You
know,
just don't need one thing.
It's interesting that Dora is not even commenting in the chat anymore. So I think he left. He doesn't want to hear anything of what we're saying. I mean, look, listen. I mean, we're ahead of his curve, so he should really listen to what Frank is saying. Is that look, some of these gyms are trying to hype you up a little bit. They're trying to get your money, man. It's a business. They're gonna lie to you, tell you you're the shit. Hey, you know that guy there, Benavides. You could run through him easy. Couple of leg kicks, he wouldn't know what to do with you, man. You're an animal. You're a beast. Like, yeah, that's right. I'm a beast. And listen, just hear it from us before you get hurt. All right, that's all I'm saying. Now, the phone lines are still open, so make sure to call in. We're gonna leave them open for another 5 minutes, so make sure to get your call in. I hate to do this. I mean, I gotta read it though. Legally, I'm obliged to read super chats and all that. So don't take it out on me. All right, don't take it out on me. But this is from. Well, listen, this is from Armenian History is Fake, who just supported us on the.
Oh God, here we go.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I gotta read it.
I know who it is from already. I already know.
Enlighten us after I'm done reading. Like, I'm curious to hear your theory. But this guy said Armenian History is Fake. Just supported us via the Buy Me a Coffee app. Shout out to him. Says, can you ask the Armenian what his prediction is for the Moses fight? I'm trying to win by betting against whoever he thinks is going to win. So he's saying your opinion isn't worth. Hey, no, but you know what? Actually, that's a compliment. That's actually a compliment because he's saying you actually do get some things right inadvertently. So. Kind of a compliment, I suppose.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's betting for me. He's gonna give me the money after he wins. That's what's gonna happen.
I mean, he should, right?
You know, he's got to give me a portion. He's gonna be like a 40%.
Reparations is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's reparations.
There you go.
And who do you black enough? Okay.
And who do you think? This mysterious benefactor is?
Could be Sabrina. I'm assuming it's Sabrina based on how he's talking.
I think it's me, bro.
I think it's you, bro.
Sobers doesn't donate money to us, man. So I mean, he's good doing.
Is this the way? Is it, bro? Is this the way?
BAR gets my monthly donations for me to be on the panel.
That's right. There you go. Yeah, that's how he pays his dues.
Okay. Oh, it's somebody that you know for sure. I can't. If it's not you, it's somebody for sure.
What
I
if?
already knew it last time.
It's definitely not me.
I mean, I don't know. Listen, we'll try to figure this out. I'm gonna get the BDA IT team on this right off the bat. We got another phone call here. Let's go another phone call. Let's go to 203. 203, you're on the air. 203, what's on your mind? 203, you're on the air. Can't hear you, and you're not muted. So.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. 203. What's up?
Nothing. I got Itauma in round 1 KO.
Whoa, Itauma first round KO. Jeez, Louise, that's a bold prediction right there, man.
Sounds like he's straight from Africa. Itauma. You say it that way.
Itauma. That's how I call him. He's Slovakian and black. That's not allowed. Sorry, you can't.
Yeah, put some flavor on it.
Wait. Did you say that's not allowed? What?
It's not allowed. No, it's not allowed in my history books.
well, listen, I'm glad you're laying
down.
What
is he? He's black or Serbian or what is he?
Well, technically Slovakian and Nigerian, I believe, right?
That is a crazy combination.
Yeah, right, dude. Slovakian and Nigerian.
He's Nislokin. Right.
He does. He does look like he has a little bit of Slovak in him. He does.
That other guy, by the way, that was talking about Barboza, he's like such a dude. Boxing or Muay Thai, they're not hard to do. Like, you're not some kind of crazy guy just because you could do this. It's just a fucking sport. The same thing as playing basketball.
You know, that's
fucking
what we've been trying to get through to him, but he doesn't want to hear it. I mean, look, who doesn't want to think that they're special, right? Imagine you think you thought you were special for a long time, and then somebody breaks it to you like, no, you're not special. You're not going to handle it well. Well, I mean, I'm talking generally, maybe not you specifically, but because I don't know you, but that's the same thing with him.
Wouldn't.
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't want to hear it. He wants to think that he's a beast.
Fuck it, I'll fight him. Set it up, I'll fight him.
Wait, who is this, by the way? Is this Olaf? Kind of sounds like Olaf.
Nah.
No.
Okay. Sounded a little bit like Olaf, and they was.
No. I don't want to bear his Dora, right? But I have a story that he already makes fake fights. You know what I'm saying?
Is that right?
Like Telk. Just like how you haven't seen Telk around, right?
Uh-huh.
After that day, after he saw me get on the scale, BDA, and he's like, "Wait a minute, we were on the same weight. He never talked about that shit ever again.
Wow, we
July 4th came and went without a word.
Yeah,
Has he even called in? Has he even in the chat?
He should call in and explain himself. That's for sure.
Oh.
Kohler, you're saying you'd be willing to spar, not fight necessarily, but spar Dora.
Yeah, 100%.
Now
I'm on the East Coast.
You're on the East Coast now. I'll say this, man. Dora, I think he's, if I remember correctly, because he keeps telling everybody all his personal details, but I think he's like about 5'10", I think, maybe 5'11" if he wears lifts.
How much does he weigh? How much does he weigh?
I think 160, right, guys? Isn't he in the 160 range, or maybe I'm being generous?
I have no idea.
His toilet mom in Indiana, right?
With the what?
His toilet mom.
Ah, wait a minute. What? Oh, yeah, that's what he calls her.
her.
Yeah, that's what he calls her. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's
So,
what he calls her, yeah.
Kohler, I'm curious to get your qualifications on this. Have you ever participated in any type of combat sports? Ever practiced any discipline?
Yep, boxing.
Boxing. Okay, so you're gonna be taking off for boxing and showing Dora that the Muay Thai is not gonna be enough to take you down.
Well, I mean, if he wants to do Muay Thai, I can't really. I don't know what am I going to do there. But if he wants to say boxing is nothing and it doesn't hurt and blah blah blah. All right, well, let's do a boxing match.
He's saying boxing. He's saying Muay Thai. He's not saying boxing. So
but
you have to give him. You have to fight him in Muay Thai rules and just beat the shit out of him with your hands.
Yeah, but the caller makes a good point because Dora said the caller makes a good point because Dora is saying downplaying boxing. So okay, so if it's so easy, beat this guy up in boxing.
That's a good point. Yeah, on him and then see how well he takes those fucking shots.
That's a good point. Then again, I think Dora. I mean, I don't wanna promote any type of violence against Dora or whatever. We're just speaking hypotheticals here. That's it. I've just got to cover my ass here. But caller, have you ever? Are you a bit of a street fighter yourself? Are you in the custom of throwing fisticuffs, or break it down for us?
No, but I mean, I box, still box. It's not like I said, it's nothing crazy. I box, still box, and he probably can't even go 3 rounds. He probably can't even go three rounds.
These are facts. Right?
I mean, he said he's training with
He'll be
world
gassed
champions.
in the first minute.
He's saying he trains with world champions. I don't know what type of world champions he's training.
Andrew Tate, I think.
Yeah,
Andrew
Andrew Tate caliber world champions. I'm
There
sure.
you go. I think I saw Dora doing push-ups at the Andrew Tate outside the prison there in Miami, man. But I don't know. It could have been some other scraggly hair guy. Well, listen, caller, anything else you want to say before we move on?
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. No, just first round knockout. Put me down. Absolute.
All right. So what do we call you,
First
caller?
round.
Absolute.
Absolute. All right. Shout out to you, Absolute. Absolute tournament. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for
All right,
your call.
fellas, later.
Later, man. Take it easy.
Is your last name Vodka? Absolute Vodka?
You don't have to answer that.
Oh.
It's just his
Okay.
favorite drink.
All right.
It's not my favorite drink.
All right. Well, I think that concludes the calling portion of this show. Shout out to everybody who called in. Really appreciate it. Shout out to everybody who called in. Even though we might disagree or whatever, I mean, it's still good that you call in, give us your thoughts, your predictions, and listen.
That was 2 in a row. 2 in a row, first round knockout.
Nobody's picked Hergovic yet?
No. I'm tempted to pick him just to,
That's what I was saying. Like, you're kind of
No, don't
tempted.
do
Like, I
it.
kind of
Don't
want
do
to
it.
see Itauma get slapped just because.
You know what?
He's not showing up here, man.
That's the thing, man. If
I'm
you
worried
pick,
about FU.
okay, I don't understand. What are you saying? What?
I'm saying I'm worried about FU. FU's not showing up over here.
Yeah, I'm very worried too, man. First of all, I saw he was live yesterday, so I tuned into his show. He's in a fucking
He's
concert.
good. I talked to him earlier.
Yeah, and
they were at a concert. Yeah, the same concert I went to the other day. He went to the same one. It's just a different part of the tour,
yeah. Well, I saw that, and I saw nothing but. I heard some satanic lyrics. I saw some occult iconography surrounding the place, and I heard. I heard Fu speaking in tongues. I thought I heard him speaking. So I'm hoping he's okay, man. I don't want to see.
Did you see the part where he started levitating?
Yeah, he can definitely levitate. That's for sure.
Well, I mean, some of his.
Near the end, he started levitating.
Listen, somebody
He's
sent
like
him
Chris Angel, mind freak.
Someone DM him and tell him to get his ass in here, man. I want to hear, because I know he's picking Hergovic in this one. He's pretty like that's what I like about Fu. He doesn't. You know how we sometimes second guess our picks and like, well, I could see the other guy winning. I give it 60-40, blah blah blah. This dude is like, nope, no chance. My guy loses, unless it's fixed, by the way. So that's what I want to hear from Fu, man, because sometimes you need a guy with that much confidence.
I like to call him foolish TV for that.
Oh, wait a minute. You can't say that. You can't say that on the air, man. What's the matter?
Okay. I'm so sorry.
So, but are you?
Without the disclaimer.
You're picking, but are you also? I know you're picking him, but are you also rooting for Masada Itauma?
Well, yeah, because I mean, he's the new breed.
Oh, wait, that sounds kind of racial, man.
Yeah. No, well, that's not what I meant by that. But like, he's the
6
new
million.
generation.
Mm-hmm.
The new generation. He's the
there
guy
you go.
that they're gonna start to like the little kids are gonna start to watch and imitate, and then we're gonna see a new fresh breed of heavyweight boxers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to see, because his technique is good, man. It's just the only thing that I question is his stamina a little bit. But since he got such blinding hand speed and power, and he can sustain that for good, at least we think he can probably pull off 7-8. That's good enough to stop Hergovic, that's for sure.
Well, it remains to be seen.
Yeah.
Gypsy, I'm looking forward to this one, man. I dislike the fact that it's pay-per-view and the undercard's very thin for a pay-per-view, but just the matchup itself. Again, there's few things out there that get people more excited than heavyweight action, and particularly when the future of the heavyweight division is on the line. That's why I'm looking forward to it. Now, the other thing is, I want to mention this. We've been referring to and watching a lot of Hergovic interviews about how he seems to be trying to get under Itauma's skin, calling him a kid, going to send him back to school, going to throw him across through the ring, blah, blah, blah. And I read you the quotes where Hergovic was saying that he is old school, whereas Itauma is into this new school of training with drinking liters of water in less than 30 seconds, kissing trees, saying hi to the sun. He doesn't play that. And we were talking about whether maybe Itauma shouldn't even be addressing that. This is what they had to talk about on Talk Sports as they were chatting with Itauma. Check this out.
Said, you shouldn't be praised for having a good chin. I don't get hit. I mean, you meant what you said what you meant, and you said what you meant, and you meant what you said. Do you find that an interesting take by Moses, or do you find it somewhat naive?
I mean, I thought it was naive. I thought it was the first misstep I'd heard from Moses, because it enabled Filip Hergovic to get in the conversation and slightly buoy Moses off a little bit.
See, that's exactly what Sobers said when we were talking about whether Itauma shouldn't be addressing any of these things. And see, Sobers, he is the master manipulator. He travels across certain spiritual and sexual dimensions that people can't even dream of. So he's looking at things from different angles. Itauma, young kid, 21 years old.
Masturbator.
Come on. Itauma
I'm also a master debater. Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you are. Master Gooner. No, but look, Itauma, he's too young. And it's true, though. When because again, for people that don't understand what the reference here is, when they were having that sit down, Hergovic and Itauma, Itauma said, well, I don't like it when people are praised for having a chin, because that means that they get hit a lot. I don't think you should be praised for getting hit a lot. And Hergovic came back
Moses said that, yeah.
Yeah, and Hergovic came back and said, well, no, actually, you need a chin, blah, 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 because you're not going to get hit. You're going to get hit at some, blah, blah, blah. So now Hergovic was left trying to address that, having to counter that. He entered Hergovic's zone. And as we've seen so far, you don't want to walk into Hergovic's zone, because he starts talking, he starts calling you a microphone, starts swearing. Nasty things.
Look, that thing that he said, right? I can give you an example with Dmitry Bivol and Arthur.
Go ahead.
Bierbev. So the thing is, Dmitry Bivol, most of his fucking fights, he never really got hit. He outboxed. We didn't know how good his chin is. I mean, they thought that Smith was the one that landed something. But it really didn't land, in my opinion. And they also automatically assumed his chin is, I assumed it too, that his chin might be fragile. He got in with Arthur. He took a hell of a lot of punishment, never got stopped. Anyone else would have got stopped by that punishment that he got from Arthur. So, in a way, you kind of, if you're very defensively, what's the word, aware, and you keep practicing that over and over again, I guess your chin somewhat has this false confidence, even if you don't have a real good chin. You have this like thing about you that you can take a shot. You're not worried about what's coming and all this kind of stuff. And I think with it's the same thing with freaking thing. What's his name? Moses. Moses is the same shit. I mean, I won't call it false confidence. It's like you're not worried because all those W's you got before, it's like somehow psychologically building you up to take any kind of shot possible.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That
Yeah,
makes
look.
sense.
People know when they have a good chance, like, hey, those punches don't affect me. Meanwhile, I've seen the same guys fight the same opponent, and they talk about, or I see the way they react. That's how I know I got a good chin. It gives you confidence to have a good chin. No one's saying that you should be giving away free shots, but eventually when you do get hit, you realize, hey, I got a good chin because I was barely buzzed by that. But let me just, this Simon Jordan guy calls...
And Moses does know this. You do need to have a good chin because you're not going to avoid getting hit for the entirety of your career. Even the best fighters in the past, going back to Ali and beyond, knew they had to have a good chin. So when you say that, Moses, you don't really believe that you don't need to have a good chin, do you?
No, so do you know what, Simon? I've always respected your opinion because although you haven't been a boxer yourself, you've actually studied the game, and I'm like, you know what? I hear some of your opinions. With what I meant by my comment was more of the fact that let's say you was to achieve so many different things, and let's say there might have been one accident, or maybe there might have been one time you might have got buzzed or whatnot, but you dug it out. Does that mean that your credibilities are not credible because your chin hasn't?
I don't know what he's trying to say. Your credibility is the accident. I pissed my pants. I don't know what he's saying. But I will say this, man, in the chat, Big Smokey, shout out to Big Smokey. He says, hold on, what is Big Smokey here? He says, I want to do a King of the Streets type fight with Dora. I'll test his manhood and be the one to take off his Lucha Libre mask, BDA boxing, respectfully. Well, first of all, you're not going to be taking off a Lucha Libre mask. It's going to be another type of mask. I'm talking like a leather black mask with maybe some sort of spikes coming through it. So,
my God.
if the things we've heard about Dora are true, then that's probably the type of mask. And I wouldn't even touch that mask, by the way, probably sticky. But you can try your luck.
BDA, before you read the next donation, BDA, that is not me, okay?
Oh boy. Shout out our mystery benefactor is back. Shout out to Armenian History is Fake, who supported us with 5 buckaroos via the Buy Me a Coffee app. Shout out to him. And he says, tell that taxi cab driver I'll donate to a Turkish charity of his choice if my bet wins this weekend. Wait a minute. So how is that's a threat? That's not. I thought that was like a challenge. Like, well, if I win, if I lose, I gotta change my name to whichever name you pick or whatever. He's threatening you. He's saying if my guy wins, I'm gonna donate money to my Turkish charity of my choice.
He can donate to whoever he wants to. It doesn't matter.
That's right.
I mean, but if I pick, he's going to pick the opposite, so he's going to lose money. I'm saying Moses.
Okay.
There lose money, bro.
Confidence.
You could donate to the MGM Caesar's Palace. That's what you're going to donate to.
How about Scientology?
You could do that. Tom Cruise will love that money.
Well, I got to tell you, it's all very exciting.
Fly more planes.
This is all very exciting.
Fly more jets after that.
I got to tell you, I'm looking forward to this.
Very exciting.
Very exciting developments in boxing currently. Boxing, it could be doing better right now. It could have been a better year, but I think we've had a lot of moving parts right now, and I think we're getting some exciting stuff coming up. I'll say this. Something that was just announced earlier today, and I was not expecting this. This is for the hardcores right now. Oscar Collazo is moving up. Not only is he moving up, he's skipping 108 pounds, going straight to 112.
What?
That's right. He's going to be fighting Ricardo Sandoval on October the 10th, over at the Wintrust Arena in Chicago, Illinois, live on the Zone. It's going to be taking place, or it's going to be part of the undercard for Kit Schofield versus Lucas Badi, who's from our neck of the woods here in Canada. Well, maybe Ontario, but you know what I mean, Canada. And that's a very good... Ricardo Sandoval, for those of you who might not remember, is the guy who beat Kenshiro Teraji last year in what I consider the big upset of 2025. And so that's a solid as fight as Collazo's been tearing up the 105-pound division, strawweight. Nobody can stand up to him. Well, actually, no. One guy did give him trouble. A Filipino guy, I think, right? A couple of maybe last year. But other than that, he keeps knocking people out. So now he's moving up and taking on a very tough challenge in Ricardo Sandoval. The only thing I dislike about this matchup, guys, Sandoval has been inactive for 17 months. Hasn't fought since the Teraji win last year, and he was supposed to fight Yafai earlier this year, I think. But then Yafai, I think he got injured or something happened. So I don't know. I don't think that's going in there with 17 months of rust is the best idea against Collazo. But then again, these smaller guys, they don't have a lot of options. So I guess he's got to take what's there, right? That's the way I look at it. So that's a very exciting fight. And then on top of that, Kid Schofield taking...
What about...
Yes.
No, go ahead. Finish your news and then...
Schofield taking on Lucas Badi. I'm telling you, now Schofield, everyone was all excited about how he took out Tevin Farmer in less than a round. But that's another dude hasn't fought since. And he's taking on a bona fide puncher in Badi who already upset an undefeated guy. What was it, 2 years ago? When he knocked out the H2O?
Yep.
So there you go, man.
That was maybe knockout of the year. Lucas Body's a dangerous fighter, especially since who's saying fighting him?
Kid Schofield versus Badi.
Schofield. Did it? Yeah, I'm sorry. I got it mixed up with Abazaba. Yeah, Schofield got buzzed by that little bison from Mexico City, right?
Right.
I can't remember his name on top of my head. But I know he knocked out Carlos Balderas. He basically he knocked off that hype train. He derailed he's derailed what's the word prospects before, and he almost knocked out Schofield. So for him to be there with a punch like Body, it might be dangerous for him. He might get checked. Might get chin checked.
Yeah, man, because first of all, that Body dude, I mean, he just when I was talking about how you got in boxing you gotta have certain physical tools, you gotta have speed, power, blah blah. This guy hits hard. When he was in the amateurs here in Canada, he was knocking people out left and right. He gets here in the professional ranks, it's a whole other world. He doesn't let his hands go enough because he doesn't see the opening. That's the problem. By the way, the guy you were referring to was Hiron, the Mexican dude, little Mexican dude.
Hiron, there you go.
He's the guy. Remember, he buzzed Schofield, and then Schofield went back to the corner and
that's
almost.
That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, he had a Schofield like doing those stanky leg back to his corner, like that little dude, and that's a little guy. That's a little guy.
Yeah, pudgy guy, pudgy Mexican. You look at him, you think, he doesn't hit hard, then boom. And by the way, Rocky Hernandez outboxed Hiron. He did it easier than Schofield did. So that's the thing. I don't know how good Schofield is. I mean, okay, he knocked out the Farmer in one round. That's impressive to a certain degree because we didn't see how far he could get. We get to see Farmer.
See a boxing match, right? You've seen it like a quick knockout.
Exactly. So I don't know. Hey, by the way, Telkans is on the in the chat. Shout out to Telkans.
Ooh.
You saying he avoided you, but this summer?
Say again?
You said he avoided you this summer, then, right? That's what you said.
Yeah. No, look. See, as soon as I started making fun of his goofy ass, now he wants to come out the woodwork. It's over with now. The time is past. Who cares now, idiot? Like, what are you doing? You should have said something in July, bitch.
Oh,
what the fuck?
Type of language. By the way, so that's that Schofield fight going to be taking place again. Schofield versus Badi and Collazo versus Sandoval, October the 10th. I'm looking forward to that one. Let me tell you, we haven't had this type of good quality 50-50 fights. That's what. And again, the future Schofield. There's a lot of people that are high on him. Remember that dude that used to go on Rapid? What was his name? Old guy, old vet. And he was big on every time people ask him, who's your favorite fighter? Kid Austin. And then he was like, who's going to take over boxing?
Same with Vernon.
What was his name? Vernon. Yeah, that was his name. Vernon. Yeah, there you go. Vernon. Shout out to Telkins, by the way, in the chat says, you got exposed. He's saying you got exposed, Silvers. He's turning it around on you.
Right.
Hold on a second. I got another. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm looking through the comments here. The buy me a coffee. Okay. Shout out to Armenian History is Fake for another donation via the Buy Me a Coffee app. He says, thanks for the prediction. I'm sure you'll get this prediction right, just like you did in the Spain versus Argentina game. Okay, so he's addressing Gypsy again, though, I assume.
Hey, tell that bitch that fake games don't matter.
No.
Fake games, blackmailing and Lautaro Martinez not in the game. The guy that scored England the second goal.
Uh-huh.
And it was the main reason why they scored the 2 goals in the first place, because as soon as he stepped
Okay,
in,
come on, Gypsy.
Enzo finished them off with the first, started the finishing off process, and he finished them off with the fucking header. All right,
I get it.
and I guess that sounds, yeah. But the thing is, though, yeah, that's a fake
Finish
game.
them off with the header.
Yeah, I know, right? That sounds good. But the thing is, though, without Lautaro Martinez, bro, that was not even a real game. And on top of that, they were blackmailed because of that fucking shit that they posted up with England. But it doesn't matter because, yeah, they were blackmailed, bro. The thing is, it don't matter. It don't matter because Europe would not want a South American. It could have been Brazil over there.
That's
it wouldn't
right.
goddamn matter. They wouldn't want that shit. They'd taken it. Just look at the past 30 years.
All
Just
right,
look
we
at the
gotta
past
move on.
30 years.
This is an
How
FDA.
many-
This
how
is the
many-
football debate
how
arena.
many-
This-
we've only had the 2 fucking South American champions, Brazil and Argentina.
Gypsy, you're gonna make Armenian history is fake. Donate again so he can.
I'm gonna make him cry. That's what I'm gonna make him do. But it's all good.
guys,
I have tissues.
what do you guys think? Piece of information here. News. Virgil Ortiz.
He's like, please, no more.
Oh, breaking
more.
news! Breaking news! You said breaking news.
Mike Coppinger.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, I think it's a rumor more than Coppinger. Mike Coppinger said that Virgil Ortiz is going to move up to 160. It's a plan, and they want to fight either their number one option is Jermel Charlo or Team Zoo. And if they can get Team Zoo, they're gonna go after Lara. Landy Lara.
I mean, I understand that.
What do you guys think about that move?
Didn't I say this shit? Didn't I say this shit? I know they listen to the show. Shut up. I sure did. I said he just say fuck 154. He's already fucked there. His Ennis has 2 belts. Go up to 160. Jenny Beck was the real threat at 160. You got 168 now, right? Go to 160. Do everything in your power to fight Landy Lara. Get his belt, and then the division's wide open for him after that. You know who else is there? Danny Garcia. Like who the fuck else is at 160? And then he becomes undisputed. And then when Jerron Ennis decides to move up, then he has some leverage. Like, do not pursue this fight at 154.
So, since the belts are locked in, and by the way, I think Butstani said, or Eddie Hearn said that the plan for Butstani right now is to unify. So, if Virgil Ortiz doesn't have a belt, then he's not on the menu, right?
Exactly. He needs to go up. Fuck this. Fuck 154.
So, what's he gonna do? Yeah, just move up, get some belts over there, and then you'll get some. He'll have some leverage.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, why wait around for Boots Ennis to fight like that British guy, Josh Kelly? I mean, who?
154 is open, wide open.
Yeah,
I mean, 160 is wide open.
You know what? That's what I always thought Terence Crawford should have done when he was in the welterweight division.
He didn't want to fight Jenny Beck.
No. I'm saying when Crawford was in a similar situation as Ortiz, maybe when Crawford was at 147. Remember, he was with Top Rank. He had that WBO title, and the other 3 titles were on the PBC side. And Crawford kept complaining about, I'm not getting the fights that I want. They're docking me. My promoters are racist. I think Crawford at that moment should have gone up to 154 and tried to do something over there. But instead, what he did is he stayed at 147 and let his career go to shit. Ortiz is taking action, right? He's not going to sit around. He's like, okay, I'm going to go to 160 and get some belts over there.
It's not that, man. He probably can't make weight, bro. He's been sitting around doing shit for a while, waiting for the the shit to go out.
Well, I mean, Isaiah's
he
moving
can't
up
make
too.
weight, so
Isaiah's moving up.
160 is gonna be easier. So it's more comfortable for his body.
Well, I don't
That's
know.
probably
He's
what it
been
is.
fighting. I mean, how do you know he can make weight? Like, I don't know. I think
I don't know. He's
Boots
a big
looks
ass
pretty
dude,
big.
man. For even
Well,
154.
That's true, but so is Boots Ennis.
But he's
I mean, that
been
guy looks
fighting
big.
though. He's been more active, so he can make the weight more comfortably. Virgil
I don't
hasn't
know
been
if
active.
that's how that works.
I think that's it. I think because of his activity, he's not active enough, so he's having a hard time making 154. So they're thinking he's ducking, but I don't think it's a duck. I think it's more of a move to going up to because he can't make it to 154 anymore. It's becoming a problem because he was not
So
active.
Ortiz doesn't have a belt. right? So who has a belt? Josh Kelly. That's who Eddie Hearn wants next. Josh Kelly, and then eventually, I guess, Fundora. So Ortiz is gonna be doing what?
Exactly. Yeah. So he's got no choice, I suppose. He's got to move up. These
Fight
guys.
Lara and
Well, that's it. 160.
fighting. Yeah, fight with Lara. That's
Two more
it. I
fights
mean,
at 154. Duran Ennis.
Yeah, but then what's going to happen
If
if
everything goes well, he fights Josh Kelly. He beats him.
and then what happens if
He beats
Ortiz
Josh
gets
Kelly, right?
Yeah, I think
Oh my
so.
God.
what happens if Ortiz gets belts up 160 and then Ennis comes up and in negotiations he goes, well,
That's
I
what the Silver said. Yeah, of course.
what the hell's going on here? Can you guys hear me?
This is what they're gonna do, BDA.
Go ahead.
He's Duran Ennis is gonna try to fight Kelly, try to beat him, maybe take a bullshit fight and then go after Fundora, perhaps become undisputed. And in that time, what Ortiz needs to do is try to get as many belts at 160 as he can, because Ennis will be like, hey, I'm undisputed at 154.
Right.
You got to give me leeway. You got to give me this. You got to give me that. You know?
Exactly. Yeah, that's
So
what I
then,
was. Yeah.
Ortiz has to already be. He should already be what's called a preemptive strike, right? You're going to become a champion at 160, bro. Fuck 154, bro. Move on. That's it.
Can Ortiz
And I
unify
said this.
one?
I'm glad that's what he's doing.
Can he unify 160?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the champions there? Who are the champions there?
Exactly.
Hey, well, that's
I
the
don't
thing,
know.
though. They're saying
Lara,
Zayas.
Janibek, I don't know.
Janibek has left the building, so
there?
he definitely can.
Yeah, he
Well,
left
they're
the building.
saying that
Thomas
Zayas.
is gone. Janibek's
They're
gone.
saying that
Shiraz is
Zayas.
gone.
They're saying Zayas is going to move up to 160 now. So if Ortiz beats him up and he beats him up better than in easier fashion than Ennis did, but then of course we're gonna get the whole Ennis ruined him, blah blah blah. But I mean, it could be a bit of a flex there. Yeah, soften him up. By the way, speaking of softening up, because we're almost done here, but Conor Benn was he did an interview with Ring Magazine a couple of okay, come on, I didn't mean it that way, but anyway, the point is this.
Motherfucker, it sounded like that.
I know. I walked right into that one. No, but Conor Benn was doing an interview with Ring Magazine the other day, and he said very candidly, he said, hey, yeah, I'm having trouble making weight, and this is probably going to be, he said, he was adamant about it, my last fight at 147. I'm thinking, why would he be admitting that? Then this photo came out, and I think he posted it. I don't think it's fake, although my spider senses are telling me that might be a conspiracy of it. But look at this. He said, he posted this, and he said, locked in. Does he think he looks good here? I mean, what's going on here?
Built-in excuse?
Well, that's what I wanted to say. That dude over on Talk Sports, they were talking about then about how Conor Benn hasn't looked good at 147, and then Simon Jordan, I think it was, asked, is that a built-in excuse? Guys, is Conor Benn by posting this started trying to let people know, hey guys, I'm having trouble making white? My built-in excuse.
Maybe he's trying to make Ryan Garcia lower his guard.
He's trying to fight at this 147 and get comfortable for at least a whole month, so he won't have problems during the fight. I think that's his little thing, his strategy. I've been noticing because he's been making weight early, bro. Like I'm pretty sure this is 147 right now.
Mm-hmm.
What you're looking at, he is actually 147. He's trying to fight in this condition, so he'll make his body used to 147 when he actually fights Ryan at 140 on September.
We're what, 2.5 weeks away thereabouts from the fight?
Yeah.
So he's already
doing it very early.
He's gonna look like shit on fight week then.
BDA, I said this shit on the one of the other episodes. When was the last time this dude has fought at 147? He's not a welterweight no more. He hasn't been a welterweight for over a year, for like over 2 years.
I think it was pre suspension, right?
Yeah. So for him to say, "Oh, my last fight at 140," like motherfucker, when's the last time we're welterweight? And to feel bad for him, to have any kind of sympathy for him, no, because he had to fight Eubanks Jr. twice, right? With cheat codes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, you're gonna fight me again on the fucking with the weight class. Like I fought you the first time, you beat me. No, we're gonna do it again, and you're gonna fight me with the weight class again, and I'm gonna win this time. You know, so no, there's no sympathy for him. Fuck him.
It's a great point.
Yeah, he is dragging. Brian knocks him the fuck
that
out.
guy, yeah. Fuck that guy, but I don't know about Ryan knocking him out though.
Will he get credit though? Will Ryan get credit for knocking out
what do you guys know?
guy that looks like?
Hell yeah.
Well, we know him. Yeah, Lion Ryan.
Hey, I have to. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Yeah, excuse me. I have to lay the law down here. Stop calling these guys by their first names, please. I can't. Ryan, Connor, like you guys know them.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Garcia. Sounds better.
I'm gonna fucking kick you. How about that? Yeah, but look, listen. The fact is, Ryan Garcia, he doesn't look great at 147 either on fight week. The last time when he fought Barrios, he was looking like an emaciated Mexican Dracula. He looked like his face, facially, he looked like he was nothing but skin and bones. So it's not like he's having an easy time making weight either. I guess it's gonna come down to who has the better supplements, if you know what I mean. If he's got those Devin
Ryan's
Haney,
pretty big, man.
that's what I'm
Ryan's
saying.
big. I don't know how you even mix it.
Ryan Garcia's probably got better
Crazy.
PEDs than, well, if I'm saying it correctly here, than Devin Haney. Because him and Devin Haney are huge, and there's somehow they get down to 147. That's insane. And the fact that they even fought at 135 at one point is insane to me. But hey, man, that's modern day boxing for you. When they got 36 hours to rehydrate and they get all these supplements, if you know what I mean. Yeah, then anything's possible.
Compliments?
Compliments, yes. Compliments.
Yeah. Compliments.
So that was the Conor Ben. Somebody's gonna put that no background photograph of Conor Ben. They're gonna put Auschwitz in the background or something. I'm pretty sure that's coming. Not that I'm giving people suggestions, but I'm just saying someone's gonna do it. The other thing is this, and I should have played this when we were talking about Muay Thai and all that. This is Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King. He was doing an interview. He says he doesn't watch MMA, and well, you'll be the judge of what he had to say.
I don't know. I don't know anything about MMA. And I only find MMA exciting when they stand up and punch each other in the face. When they're on the floor wrestling, no good to me. I don't like it.
What do you think about the fact that MMA fighters have started switching to boxing and fighting top boxers? For example, Ilia Topuria. He wants to come to the boxing gym right now.
I think if they're popular and they're famous, then they can cross over into any other fight sport because it's about popularity.
It is interesting that it's all the MMA guys that want to box. Boxers don't want to go to MMA, and like I said, it's because the top guys in boxing make a whole lot more money than the top guys in MMA. So they got no.
Well, you know that Barbosa, that guy, he's now showing up on that kick thing on the live streaming. And apparently he's becoming popular.
Is that right?
And apparently he wants to fight in the UFC.
Whoa!
I think he's saying that because he's getting a lot of traction from MMA fans. He's like, oh yeah, let's go do it, brother. We support you. But he's like the only one that he's actually talking about it. Now, and you know why? Boxing is where the money's at. So,
right? Yeah.
No, but they can actually do that
He
with
could make some money in the UFC, and he actually could get some wins, dude. A lot of those guys, some of these dudes start MMA, and within 4 years they become world champions. I think Brock Lesnar did it within 3 fights. You know, and I'm not saying he's gonna do it like that, but I mean, guys have done it. They're very brand new to the sport. They dominate.
Yeah, I mean,
it's signal going off, or is it?
I mean, the fucking, the what's his name? Some people say, well, the top guys, the top boxers couldn't make it in MMA, but didn't they match up? What was the name of the pro wrestler? CM Punk. He went the distance. He didn't get beat up. I know they didn't match him up with one of the best guys, but they made.
Oh man, CM Punk he got beat up every time.
He got beat up, or he just lost a decision.
He got beat up.
He got beat up.
Then I stand corrected, but they couldn't submit him, right? They couldn't submit him. Well, he's not a trained. Maybe I'm wrong, right? Because I don't know shit about him. Maybe I shouldn't be speaking about it. But was he a trained wrestler in any type of sport or anything, or combat sport?
No, I don't think CM Punk had anything else. I think he was a tumbler. I'm not sure what his background was.
Because if he was a catch wrestler, because that's the other thing. People say, well, in boxing, in MMA, a guy from one discipline can't dominate anymore, can't compete. Kazushi Sakuraba, and he wasn't exactly the dark ages of MMA. He was he was a professional wrestler. He knew some catch wrestling, but he never actually competed in any type of sports, and he was beating people, submitting people. So it's not impossible. But I'm just saying, I don't know. A lot of these guys from boxing, they don't even want to try it because what's the point? There's no money in it. There's very little money. But if
there's a champion in the lighter weight class,
wrestling matters, man.
There's a guy who's a champion in the lighter weight classes. He's been training for 5 years.
I mean, there you go. I mean, it's that's
not that long.
Yeah, because James Toney had what, 3 months or something? Give a guy. Look, the sample size of boxers jumping over to MMA, it's non-existent because they don't have the incentive to do it. But again, it's an experiment, right? If a guy spends 5 years training, what could he do in 5 years, or like whatever time Sobers is speaking? So, yeah, man. I mean, it's not impossible. It doesn't seem like it. Real quick, I didn't even want to touch on this because it's so dumb. But did you guys see what happened between Haney and Tank Davis a couple of days ago?
No.
Well, I tried.
With the mom?
Yeah, I saved all these tweets here to try to make a timeline out of it. But essentially, I think Haney's mother passed away. And Tank Davis posted something saying, wow, it's crazy that he was talking shit about my mother. And then a couple of days later, his mother checks out. And I think that's the term he was checking out. And people said, oh my God, Tank is such a piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. And then the Tank fans started saying, well, it's actually Haney who started it, talking about Tank's mother a while back. And then some people started to try to trace down the lineage and the timeline of, well, who started talking about whose parents first, blah, blah, blah. I think at the end of the day, this is what's...
Who mama first, though?
Excuse me?
Who said your mama first?
Exactly, yeah, that's what it sounds like. I'm thinking, first of all, if some of these Haney fans were acting all incensed about, oh my God, I can't believe he said it. You've known for years now that this dude, Tank Davis, ran into a pregnant woman, and when she was looking at him bleeding, asking him for help, he looked at her straight in the eyes, turned his back on her, and then walked away. But somehow people are shocked. So again,
I thought that was cool. Like that was cold. Like he's cold blooded.
Yeah. Some of these dudes were actually more angry. Some of these dudes were actually angrier over Ryan Garcia's comments or Teofimo Lopez's comments than they were about Tank Davis running over a pregnant woman and then fleeing the scene while she was bleeding, asking for help. So some people you just can help them. Then Devin Haney, he's made racial comments as well, racist comments, beating up an allegedly special needs Guatemalan carnival worker with his friends and then running away as soon as he thought the cops were coming. That's the type of people you're dealing with here. And not for nothing, but we've been telling people for years that, hey man, these dudes, I don't like them. I don't like their character. I wouldn't want to hang out with them. They're people of bad character, noxious character. They're caustic personalities. I don't like them. And if I have to root against them, then so be it. Oh, they looked at Tank Davis and they looked at Devin Haney and they said, what's the common denominator between these two guys? Oh, they're Rough Wranglers. So BDA must hate these guys. He must be racist against them. Nah. You're seeing the same thing with Shakur Stevenson. He's another caustic personality, very truculent. He's obnoxious and he's annoying. But it took people a while to find out up until this year when he finally started crashing out way too many times on Twitter. All of a sudden, people find out, hey, this guy's annoying. Same thing with Tank Davis and Haney. We've already known about it. Deontay Wilder. Yeah, those guys have one thing in common is their skin color, but there's plenty of assholes who share skin color out there. It has nothing to do with it. It just happens to be that these guys are assholes. And it really does flummox me that some people, I don't want to get political, but it's one of the reasons why social change is so rare in our times. It takes a while to build up because so many people, they just go along to get along. That's just the way it is.
I really does not like Devin Haney. Like really, that's why he probably said that. Because, you're offending someone's mom on like social media at that level, bro, had passed away. It's kind of fucked up to go that far.
It is
but
fucked
then again,
up.
yes, I get it.
You're breaking up, man. You're breaking up.
I'm breaking up. How about now?
Well, I don't know. Keep going.
Right now. Okay, so running over a pregnancy, that's a different story. That's him just being stupid because he thinks running away, he ain't going to get in trouble. That's all that is.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It was just, look, at the end of the day, every time I bring up somebody saying something distasteful or whatever, like people tell me, oh, well, it's boxing. Some people, it's boxing. What do you expect? These guys are insane. Okay, yeah, but you're explaining it to me, but hopefully you're not justifying it. And then they go into something else. So I understand. Maybe that person is right. Maybe these people shouldn't be surprised that these guys who go into a ring half naked to punch each other for a living, maybe shouldn't be so surprising that these guys are assholes. And by the way, these guys aren't going to fight each other, so who gives a shit about what they could insult each other's religion for all I care. I'm not interested in any of that.
Right, it ain't enough to get them in the ring together. They're both lame as fuck.
Exactly, so that's what somebody said.
The black culture, the culture who believes that eventually, somehow, maybe next century, they're gonna fight each other. They still believe that Tank will fight Shakur at some point. Shakur, I like to call him, or Haney. Haney. Yeah.
Devin Haney. That's going to be the new one, Haney.
Haney.
I hate to do this to you, Gypsy, but Armenian history is fake is just supported.
Yeah, I know. Here we go.
He says the fake games, I think he's talking about the football thing. The fake games might not matter, but the real money you lost betting on Argentina is what matters at the end. Well, shout out to Armenian history is fake. But did you end up betting, Gypsy?
Bro, no, I'm thinking it's recognized, okay? This is Recognize the gay matrix.
Oh.
Okay, I'm starting to believe it's recognize the gay matrix.
That's a big bold. That's a
All
bold
right,
claim
so
right there.
look, man, I didn't put no money on. I did not put money on that fucking shit, bro. Like whatsoever. Because I don't. I didn't believe that it could be a fair game. And then first of all, because I was hearing too much fucking garbage. I was hearing Spain this from the beginning. So like, Spain is that. Spain is that. But Spain is a garbage ass fucking team. Just letting you know. If you know soccer, Spain's a garbage fucking team. Spain is what they want Barcelona to be with Messi back in the day when they were the killing machine. When it was hold the ball, attack, hold the ball, attack, hold the ball, attack. Not hold the ball. Wait a minute. 5 minutes later. 5 minutes later. Well, with 10 minutes later, never gonna attack. That's a lame ass fucking team. And that's why they're never gonna win a Champions League.
Well, there you have it. That's Gypsy Steak right there. Yeah. And I'm gonna start tracking who is sending these messages just for you, man. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this in a couple of weeks. But look, shout out to you, Gypsy, and shout out to everybody here. One last. Okay, so anybody else got anything to say about this Tank Davis Haney thing or this whole brouhaha? No. All right. One last thing that I wanted to bring up. One last thing I wanted to bring up here. So we talked about Aid Oladipo, who works for the Zone. He's the guy that you often see in between fights. Well, I'm gonna show you the clips here. You're gonna know who I'm talking about. You'll recall that a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, he made some comments on his podcast about how Foreman wasn't a big star. I think he even said he wasn't even a good fighter. Again, don't quote me on that. So he got a lot of flack on that on Twitter, to the point where he had to address it. And then he didn't even do a great job of addressing it. He started talking about how all his friends died when he was growing up. So he was trying to play tough guy, like, hey, all my friends are dead. And people started making fun of him, like, your friends sound like pussies. That's why they're all dead. And then people said that people started saying that it sounded like he was threatening people, like, hey, I'm a tough guy. I'm a gangster. Don't come at me. So he made things worse for himself. And then apparently now he came out on his another show, because he's got like three shows or something. He came out and said this, and again, he's not doing himself any favors. I thought people had let it go, but now he had to address it again. Check out what he had to say. I'll leave it up to you guys to decide.
Events or want to go to the States and see ringside, I'm like, dude, sorry, if you're trying to take the king's job, you need to do a lot better than that. I've worked far too hard for you minions to come along, and then you're going to take my job because of a George Foreman take. Get a life. Get a life.
And then he's apparently his co-host goes, it's just jealousy. It's just like they're trying to jump in and say that, oh yeah, it's all jealousy. It's not that you're a bad broadcaster. He's saying, I don't know if you guys heard it, but he said that when I go ringside and I see people there, I look at them and I think, oh, you got to do better than that. Now, I don't know exactly what he means by that. Like, is he saying those people don't have good equipment? Is he saying those people aren't asking the right questions? Is he saying they're ugly motherfuckers? I don't know. He didn't specify. But he called himself the king. And that's what a lot of people objected to. It's like, well, king or what? And that's the other thing. Look, is
that what they called him in the streets?
King of broadcasting, baby.
King Meech.
The king of broadcasting.
Listen, I told you guys before, I've never heard of this. I mean, I knew who he was, but I'd never actually heard any of his takes, because every time he appears on the Zone, it's usually in between fights, and I usually leave to do something else, or I tune out or log out and I start scrolling the internet or whatever. So I never actually heard of him, but he started
My name was King Willie.
He starts speaking in riddles. That you cannot kill what cannot be killed. I don't know what he is. I know what he is. He's got, Ada Oladipo walks around the neighborhood with a cane, but he's got a sword inside of it. He pulls out when he's got a fight. Yeah, but I mean, look, I'd never heard his takes before, but just a little that I've heard now in this context, he sounds insufferable. What have you guys ever actually paid attention to what he said or listened to any of his podcasts or anything?
Yeah, sometimes I've listened to him, and he's all about the black athlete. That's what he is. He's like the British version of what we have over here. You know what I mean? It's the same shit. Like, I think it's gonna be that black dude that's gonna beat on that white boy. But he doesn't really say it that way. But that's just me.
What are you talking about?
That's making shit up, man.
Yeah, you sound like you're making shit up, man. That white boy.
No, I'm not. But if you not the word for word, but it's similar to that, bro. Like I promise you, whenever he talks, that's what you hear.
That fucking cumskin's gonna lose.
That's what you hear.
That fucking cumskin's gonna lose. That's what the Gypsy's hearing. That fucking mayo jar is gonna lose. Yeah.
He's not strong as well.
He's not strong.
So what he's saying,
that mayo is gonna lose. The vanilla is not gonna make it. He's gonna melt. You know what I mean? That's what he says all the time.
So he's
Chocolate's
defending
better for him.
so Gravy, he's defending the throne. Is that what he's saying?
Apparently, man. Yeah.
He's
I wouldn't be surprised if he
Day
shows
and
up with a.
night.
You think he's gonna show up with a crown next fucking time? Like
He should make
a
it
Burger
interesting.
King crown.
Let me see what the people in the chat are
He
saying.
does
'Cause
look like
with a cape.
he does look like he belongs in Wakanda.
come on. Look. Hold on. No need to do
Make
that.
sense.
People in the chat. Let's see what people in the chat are saying because they know more probably know more about him than we do. Some people might know more. Grievous says king of the zone. There you go. He's a king. Windy City says he's a hater. Muhammad Amhar Bruce Lee says, nah, man, that's not aid, to be honest. I don't know what he means by that. Snackford says, Aid Oladipo, always been a clown. Dude always pulls the victim race card. Clown. So he's giving me those vibes, man. He's giving me vibes of, because again, I'd never heard of him. I don't know what his qualifications are. I heard somebody say that he was a boxer. I couldn't verify that. All I know is I've seen him on the zone a whole bunch ever since the zone started or thereabouts. But I've never actually heard his take. So, and that's the other thing. He was saying, I've been in boxing too long. I know what I'm seeing. And somebody said, yeah, man, I've been watching rockets being launched into outer space for years now. I'm not an expert in that. So it's sort of saying, like, just because you watch the boxing doesn't make you an expert. Then somebody put me onto a podcast, somebody from the Discord, Bogdan. He said to listen to Porky's Corner and some other guy named Albright, I think. And I was listening to the Albright's latest podcast. He was talking about the Aid Oladipo, and he was talking about how those guys are industry plants. They play the game to get ahead. They give head to get ahead, essentially is what he was saying. And I said, I don't know exactly how it worked in particular. I don't know the particulars with Aid Oladipo. Oh, in that Porky's Corner, they got an interesting nickname for Oladipo. They keep calling him Olapido. So evidently people dislike him over there in that neck of the woods there in England. So I don't know what to make of this guy. He should have just let it go. People have already forgotten about his comments. I'd already forgotten about it. But the fact that he has to keep readdressing it means that A, it got to him, and B, it's going to keep getting to him if he keeps bringing it up because people are going to keep readdressing that issue.
King KO.
I'm like you.
What did he say? He said Foreman. He said four. Yeah, go ahead.
Just because when King KO the Green in the chat says Aid, or what's his name, Ade or whatever.
I don't know how you
he's
pronounce
close friends with. I don't know. He's close friends with AJ. Apparently, that could be it.
Huh.
AJ used to hang out with gangsters. Remember that?
Right. You're right. Yeah.
There's a gangster connection
This
there.
is another reason why I don't like Joshita. Another reason why I do not like Joshita.
Because he's a gangster.
One of the many things.
Mr.
Many,
BD,
man.
I kept asking the same thing. Like, who was this guy? I mean, when did he come up? When did they put him on?
He's been on for a while, bro.
Yeah, I can't give you a specific date, but I know I've seen him on the zone for a while now, years.
But to add to what I'm thinking is, you ever hear that word in Hollywood, representation?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When a lot of people start coming out, well, this class isn't represented, this class is not represented in Hollywood.
Right.
And if you look at what was that guy interviewing Hergovic, that new guy?
Yeah, I don't know his name, but that kid, right? The guy that he was doing.
Yeah, but he fits a certain type, right? Like, people watch it. They feel represented. Is what I'm trying to say.
But why
right?
though?
You watch a show?
Well, I think this is what happened though. Like he got hired because they asked him. Okay, so he has some experience or something with communications, right? So they said, okay, this guy's a good interviewer. He can memorize questions and regurgitate the whole fucking shit. And then he also he knows a little bit of boxing. Okay, that's fine. Okay, you're hired. But now he's transitioning from just being an interviewer or just doing basic interviews during fights to now he's becoming some sort of commentator. Like like we're supposed to listen to his analysis. You know what I mean? And I think now he's getting exposed because that's out of his or you call it his depth.
Mm-hmm, he's out of his depth.
Yeah, he's out of his depth. So I think that's what's happening right now.
Well, but it also happened in other sports.
What did you say about George Foreman?
Hold on. Frank, go ahead.
It also happened in other sports. If you look at NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball, they start putting women in these positions and they start looking exposed. Because people were like, you don't know sports. We know why you're there because you got a big set of titties. It's about representation. It's like
that could be it.
You look at the Zone and they have this show called Ak and Barak. You look at TNT and you look at the cast.
the representation that they want, and you don't see other people represented. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
They
Frank,
got
Frank,
the
can I?
Andre War. They got all the smoke with the guy. What's his name? George Floyd. The George
Bingo.
Floyd clone. And what was I finna say about it? Oh, damn it! I had something to say about this.
Yeah, Gypsy ruined your thoughts.
A lot of these broadcasters, they were really wanting to get into other sports, right? They really like basketball or soccer or whatever, and they end up at the zone doing boxing, and they're like, okay, well, I'm just doing this here for a job or whatever. So they really don't know the sport like that. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a hand-me-down.
I agree.
Yeah, like Shady McCoy is doing the ring, and it's just about representation. That's what they want represented.
Look. You won't see me denying that there's a certain pattern here of the people that they're hiring. However, may I say that maybe the reason why they're doing that is maybe because a lot of these executives are older guys, and they're like, oh, hey, the kids, the what's hip, what's in, what's cool. Oh,
Everybody's black now, right?
Yeah, exactly. So maybe it's not. I mean, maybe it's not necessarily them thinking, "Oh, we gotta hire dark skinned people because we gotta fill a quota." Maybe it's not necessarily that. Maybe it's just they think that's what the kids want to see.
BDA,
yes.
BDA. If you listen to Bob Arum's interview with that guy Najee, where they did all the smoke, whatever, little cigar talk interview, that was literally Bob Arum's move to get into the business. That when they asked him for advice, oh, we need a broadcaster. What do we do? You have any advice? We need an idea. We need something fresh. He'd be like, have you thought about putting a black guy on there?
Really?
And like, oh wow, it worked so well. They're like, wow, it worked so great last time. What should we do this time? Put another black guy on there. And he to the point where he's saying, yeah, I was meeting up with the Black Guerrilla Army and the Nation of Islam, and he was saying that he had Nation of Islam security guards, like personal guards.
That's interesting.
And that's how tight he was with them. And then to now he says that I'm out of touch. I'm out of touch now. I don't know what the kids like, or I don't know. He says I don't know how to navigate what's cool right now. So he says I have a team that makes all those decisions for me. They have a great team that does that for me.
Bob Arum said that.
Yeah,
that's the circle of life. By the way, when we all get old, we're all going to be in that. When we get old, we're all going to be ending up in a home being assisted by black guys. All right, Mr. BDA, got time to go to the bathroom. I don't gotta go to the bathroom now.
Getting beat and shit when you fall asleep.
I'm going to the Philippines. I don't know about you, man.
But look. I was going to say this, man. It seems like again, it might be the whole thing of that's what the cool kids want. Maybe that's what it is. But I will say this: there's a certain danger of because somebody had once said a long time ago that the rise of the LDBC and this type of because now we got the covert LDBC channels, the people that went against the LDBC to try to distinguish themselves, to try to gain some credibility, but they got the same views as LDBCers, right? They're Afrocentric, they root against anybody that's not Afro-Anglo, but it was all a show. We've seen channels like that. And so maybe those guys, somebody once told me that all those channels are being subsidized by somebody else, and I wouldn't be surprised to get a big push. But also, here's the other thing. Bob Arum should have learned his lesson, and all these executives should learn their lesson that if you hire certain Afro-Anglos, they might turn on you. Because as soon as you disagree with them, or maybe there's I don't know, maybe God forbid they start stealing from the supply room or something, the office supply room, and you catch them doing it, and then they get fired. They're gonna you know what they're gonna say? They're gonna try to play victims, like, oh, I'm getting fired because of racial. We already saw that with Crawford and Shakur Stevenson to a certain extent when they left Top Rank. Oh, these guys, Floyd Mayweather told me that this and that.
Yo, here's the story, my man. We got to get a message out about brothers working for these white devils and not getting paid what they deserve.
I think that was Shakur Stevenson saying that. No, but yeah, I mean, it's you gotta watch out, man, because as soon as you have, even if you fire them for righteous causes or whatever, or a rightful cause, they'll turn around maybe and they'll start yelling racism, and that's a whole problem you don't want PR wise. So, I mean, they're getting in themselves.
Bob Arum likes that. It's in his culture. Bob Arum's culture, they like the black meat, man. They prefer it over the white. Yeah. I'm just gonna say right there. I said culture. I didn't say anything else.
In the chat,
like that.
In the chat with Silopokli saying, I remember Aid in the YouTube streets for a long time now. He was always LDBC adjacent. What? Out of nowhere, he got a lot of clout, just like Showbiz. Did he ever say that he was LDBC? Oh, no, okay. He says, for a long time now, he was always LDBC. Huh. Interesting. I mean, I haven't gotten into this whole race thing in a while now, but it is interesting that it's still around.
It's not race; it's just representation. You know, that's the key word. But because look, when you watch these shows, Ak and Barack, all the smoke, you go, where's the other representation, right?
Right.
Like, isn't that just natural? The NFL, the NBA, they all understand, like, hey, if we put a certain place, a person, like when Yao Ming and Shohei Ohtani, right? They're
Mhm.
gonna highlight those guys, and then a certain representation will get picked to cover Shohei, because then people will look and be like, hey, that's me. I'm gonna watch now.
That's true. That's true.
But I'm just saying, is it fair?
That's a good
Is
point,
it
man.
fair across the
See,
board, though?
that's the reason why Argentina lost.
Anyway, look, hold on. That's why
Oh
I
my
like
God, tell this guy
Frank.
shut
Frank,
up.
that's why I like Pro Box, because Pro Box they got Pro Box. Man.
Y'all mall.
Pro Box, they have Robert Garcia. They got Algieri, who's like a half Argentinian, half Italian. They got a full-on Italian in Malinaggi, and they used to have Bradley on the pod. I don't know if they still have him on the podcast, but see, that's representation right there. All they were missing was an Eskimo or something, or a guy with Down syndrome. And boom, you got a whole bunch of representation right there. But no, the other ones. First of all, even Akin Barak or whatever. There's one guy that he doesn't look. He's not Afro-Anglo or Afro-Anglo, full or British Afro-Anglo. But he looks like he's in the culture, for example. The other dude, he looks Arab or something, I think. Arabic.
He's a DJ Khaled.
Exactly. He's got the cap, he's got the chains.
There's a term for the ambiguous. He's ambiguous.
Yeah, exactly. He's racially ambiguous.
Ambiguous. So
I
he
remember,
can just fit in anywhere. He can. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you go.
I believe I just.
What? No, you go.
No, you go. No, when there was, I think I mentioned this. I've mentioned this before. I've mentioned this before. There was a video game when they came out with those video games in the 2000s for boxing, and there was, which one was it? 2004, I think. And the guy who they had that video game, right? The announcer is. I'm not kidding. This was the guy's name. So don't come at me. Oh, BD is trying to be funny. The guy's name was Tigger. And I don't know if he was a rapper or a real life person or something, but he was a guy wearing like a football jersey, the 2000s type of long pants or baggy pants, whatever, the sneakers and a chain. He's like, all right. He sounded like Chris Rock. All right, everybody, it's fight night. And I remember thinking, what the fuck? Where's Bruce Buffer Michael Buffer or Jimmy Lennon Jr.? And then when you could make a fighter and customize his entrances, it was all fucking rap music. I think there was one mariachi track, and I'm thinking, did they forget that the Mexicans and Latinos are highly represented? Where's the other music? And then they did an interview with the guy who, what do they call it? Not the showrunner, but the guy who's the lead developer or whatever. Some fucking guy that looked like Garrett Davis. He looked like a young Garrett Davis. His sunglasses, long hair. I'm thinking, this guy doesn't know anything about boxing. And that you could tell he didn't know shit about boxing. Then subsequent games, they started changing.
Probably watch a Mike Tyson fight back in the...
Yeah, probably watch it.
Watch,
He was bragging about, I saw Muhammad Ali fight. Yeah.
When I saw Muhammad Ali fight, I was like, oh wow. Like, who didn't watch Muhammad Ali back in those days, right?
Exactly.
But anyways.
But yeah, there's some, I'm telling you, some of these executives, that's the way they think. They think, well, what's cool right now? What's in? Well, hip-hop, hippity-hop. Let's put in a bunch of Afro-Anglos in there. And they don't understand that boxing is a global sport. It's a global sport. I mean,
in the US, it's Mexicans. I mean, it's Mexican Americans who turn up to most fights, who support the sport. But they seem to be neglected. In my opinion.
Strange reason. Very strange reason. And then you got these weird the commentators, for some reason, they love to leave out certain replays in certain fights, like we saw with Cepeda and Lamont Roach. I don't know. It's just weird, man. Very weird. Very strange. Maybe one day somebody can get to the bottom of that. What else is I going to say here? Oh, yeah. So, Eid Oladipo. There's another video. Somebody mentioned that, Richard Colon just passed away a couple of a week back, right? And he's the guy that some people say that his condition came about because he suffered rabbit shots. And look, some people can say, but BDA, why do you care about a guy dying? Aren't you the guy who's pro late stoppages and all that? Yeah, late stoppages within the boundaries of the rules. When a guy starts breaking the rules, that's when I get pissed off. So that's why when people come at me with, hey, PEDs, how about we start with the basics? No holding, no dipping below the waist. Because people say, well, that isn't as bad as PEDs. It's not about whether it's as bad. First of all, I would argue it's somewhere in the vicinity or in the stratosphere, because if you're winning a fight due to clinching, you cheated and you took away money and food out of a guy's mouth and pocket. So yeah, it's you're ruining another fighter's career. So anyway, what I'm saying is, I dislike any form of cheating, and rabbit punches are nothing to be to joke about. Okay, well, hold on. So they're nothing to joke about. So this is Eid Oladipo.
Yeah,
Give me 2 minutes here, Gypsy. Give me 2 minutes. Gypsy, excuse me, Gypsy.
I'm gonna get good.
This is Eid Oladipo talking with Hamza Shiraz, and this was in regards to Hamza Shiraz's fight against Bradley Skeet, whom he punched after Skeet was down. And Skeet was giving him the business, by the way. And Shiraz ended up punching him while he was down. So this is them talking about it, and listen to what Oladipo has to say about that.
So listen, has Hamza become your new best friend? Because you used to get stuck into him for what happened in the fight with
yeah, I know. I was going to say
Bradley
that.
Skeet.
Yeah, I didn't like what did Bradley Skeet, but
What did happen with Bradley Skeet?
Well, you know what happened. Why are you asking me?
What did happen?
I can't remember. My brain can't remember.
He knows.
That was a
Hamza
one. That was a
knows.
154.
He can't remember, by the way.
Hamza. It was a long time ago.
Welcome to the new show on Talksport. Ask Hamza. Hamza, what happened with you and Bradley Skeet that got so much up Mr. Jordan's left nostril?
Yeah, it was. Listen, it was what it was. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, you hit him when he was on the floor. Was it?
Yeah.
Was that what it was all about?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I mean, it's a tough game, isn't it?
I mean, protect yourself at all times.
No,
Protect yourself at all times.
Come on.
Protect yourself at all times. Hey, headbutt. Hey, listen, Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. Oh, Ryan Garcia was on PEDs. Okay, protect yourself at all times. That's why you have Vada there to protect you, right? That's why you had Victor Conte in your corner to protect you. I mean, it was a little bit too late, but they ended up protecting your record. They didn't protect him in the ring necessarily, but they protected his record. So, hey, when I bring up clinching and all that, and people say, well, it's part of boxing. Well, so are PEDs. That's what these people would have us believe. Hey, protect yourself at all times. But then when a fighter dies, we're the bad guys, right? You the fans are bloodthirsty because you criticize fighters. How dare you criticize them? Well, they're getting in this business because that's what they want to do. They want to take risks. They're risk takers. They're nut jobs. So do I feel bad about them? Shouldn't I feel bad about them? Which one is it?
He did. What that guy did to that dude, what's his name? Colin, when he hit him in the back of the head. R.I.P. Rest in peace. But that dude, bro, like that's fucked up beyond fuck. I mean, that ref should get sued. The corner his corner. I'm not talking about the other fighter's corner. His corner should get sued for not letting him know. Hey man, this fool's hitting you in the back of the head.
Exactly, yeah.
And the ref ain't saying shit. You should go ahead and fucking hit him as much as you want in the back of the head, because he's doing the same thing to you. When he's getting an opportunity, he's hitting you in the back. He's getting outboxed. So he's getting pissed off and hitting you in the back of the head. Go ahead and fucking hit him in the back of the head when you get the chance to.
Yeah.
And if you can't, that should, if he's getting beat up, then he should be pulling out the fight. They should tell him, hey man, this is not good for you. You're
That's
already showing signs of like some weird shit.
And that's what makes and that's what angers me, Gypsy. That's what angers me, Gypsy, because like for example, Oscar Duarte, when he fought Ryan Garcia, and Garcia's holding and giving him the bussy roll, so he turns his back to Duarte, which is illegal. And Duarte's going, well, you're tying me up so I can't work. Now you're turning around on me, so I'm going to hit you. So he starts punching Ryan Garcia, and the referee says, hey, no punching in the kidneys. Well, you're not warning this guy about fucking Ryan Garcia's turning his back, bending over, spreading his ass cheeks, and this guy doesn't say anything, the referee. He allows him to do that. So that's what I'm saying. That I want to see a guy being told by his corner, look, if he breaks the rules, you break the rules back. And okay, if they disqualify you, well, at least the whole world sees hypocrisy, and that's how the conversation starts. But obviously, nobody wants to take that risk. But yeah, man, when a guy gets clinched, I want to see a guy try to break out of it. Not like Brian Norman, who just stays there. Oh, what's going on? What? Oh, you're clinching me? Okay, that's legal, right? No, it's not legal. Fucking idiots.
Yeah,
the whole lot of them.
It's not legal. Yeah, I totally agree with that. But the thing is, though, with that fight where this dude got severely disabled from it, that was some blatant fucking just straight behind the head punches that didn't even need to be done that way. And this guy didn't say a goddamn thing. That referee needs to get arrested.
Disgusting, right? Disgusting. I mean, that's the world we're living in. That's the world.
He needs to have a fucking lawsuit on him and everything, bro. Yeah, he needs to, bro. That fool died from, like, it's messed up, man. Like, if he continues to do that kind of shit for other fights, there's more fighters that are gonna die in the boxing ring. Like, if this guy's a heavy-handed dude that you allowed to hit him in the back of the head like that, bro. Like, in the head.
And it sets a bad precedent too. It's like these guys are Oladipo, protect yourself at all times. And then, like I said, then when a fighter dies, these are the first people to come out with the crocodile tears, like, oh, these modern day gladiators, the show they put on for us. But you just said protect yourself at all times. So aren't you? By that logic, isn't it Colon's fault that he didn't protect himself at all times from those rabbit shots? I mean, come on, I gotta tell you, these people are sickening.
In a way, I agree. In a way, I agree because especially if your corner is telling you this fool's hitting you in the back of the head, you should, when you say protect yourself, it doesn't necessarily mean defensively. You can also protect yourself offensively.
Yeah.
Good defense is good offense.
Well,
so
and
you do
then-
the same exact thing that he's doing to you.
And then
it
there's
doesn't
that.
matter if you get DQ.
There's that
fuck it.
interview. There's that interview where blah, 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 Kenny Bayless. He's with Bird, the other referee. I forget Adelaide Bird's husband, and they're talking about how Benavides is still complaining about how I let Caleb Plant clinch him, but I let him do a lot of other things too. He's talking about the Benavides. Like, I let him get away with things too. It's like, what? So you're admitting you're not doing your job, you stupid fucking ref? And here's what Bradley Skeet had to say about Aid Oladipo's comments. He says, thanks to Simon Jordan for always telling it how it is. As for Aid Oladipo laughing and his protect yourself at all times, how do these low-level pundits even get airtime? Illegal shots like that can do some serious damage. Don't talk on matters you know nothing about. I will show highlights of me schooling these fanboys idle, but for some reason that fight's been hidden away. So there you go. That's Bradley Skeet's thoughts on Aid Oladipo, and it seems like a lot of people are turning on this fella.
That fool's a scumbag anyway, man. I told you he's a fucking.
Well, I don't know much
Yoshida
about
fan.
him though. So, but it's what I'm hearing so far. I don't like it. By the way, shout out to Telkines.
Even that the skies. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, Telkines is addressing Sobers. He says, "Wow, Sobers couldn't take the smoke and ban me on your server. He definitely got exposed and without a doubt gets pegged by his dominatrix Veronica." Well, there you go. So he's addressing Sobers there. I don't even know if Sobers can hear him, by the way, but or hear us.
I don't know. Yeah, he's
beef is gonna go on the streets.
I mean, hey, probably should. By the way, yes.
Go ahead. Oh no, because I was overhearing Tank Davis, Tank Davis Haney conversation. I knew you like to keep it tight, but that's what somebody was saying. Like, oh my God, it's gonna spill in the streets. Like, oh come on. That's why Sobers and Tug like it'll spill in the streets, not just in the ring. We got to be careful here.
Did you see that? There's that new Devin Haney channel that they call him Lord Haney. There were
oh yeah. Oh my.
He came out and he said on Twitter, like it's on site. He said, like that. He said it's wartime now. It's like people. He's got to be doing that on purpose, man. He's got to be doing it on purpose to get some traction. I mean,
you would think. I think the fandom goes crazy. I mean, wasn't it a fan that smoked Selena? It was a fan. She was a fan.
Well, it was her ex.
These people are nuts.
Wasn't it her former?
She was the president of the fan club.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yes.
Wow.
Speaking of Heine and rabbit punches, he did the same thing to Kambosos. Kambosos never was the same after a few rounds into it, but with Haney,
that's a
he
good
was
point.
allowed to hit in the back of the head as many times, as much as he wants to, and the ref didn't see a goddamn thing. That I think Haney ruined Kambosos. Whatever Kambosos could have been a little bit more after the Tio fight, he ruined him because those fucking rabbit punches never got called for, and he never even did the same thing to Haney. When he got rabbit punched like 4 or 5 times in a row, not a response back, bro.
Yeah, we want
Not
clean
a response
boxing
back
here.
from
We want clean boxing.
Yeah.
We want the best to fight the best, and we want to find out who the best is. But within the rules of boxing, I don't PEDs, clinching, dipping below the waist. Yeah.
Well, look, I'm okay. Okay, I think you should try to do. You should be dirty as fuck. I really think. I think you should do everything you can to try to win. Right, but it take
not like that, bro. Come on, man.
No,
It's like
I'm
getting
saying
nuts is that
this is what I'm saying. To the point, you go as far as till the ref tells you till you get kicked out of the game, right? Like other sports, you're supposed to fuck people up, and it's up to the ref to enforce it. Like, okay, the next time I'm taking a point. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna do it anymore. But the problem is the fans that say it's part of the sport.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's where I think that when we talk about it's part of the sport. Like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna be as dirty as I can, but until the ref tells me no, or hey, I'm gonna take a point. I'm willing to take that point because I want to hurt the guy, and then okay, the next time I'm gonna disqualify you. Okay, now I know my limit.
Yeah, because people are gonna push the limit. Yeah.
Yeah, do it. But it's up to the fighter, right? I'm willing to take that. and then, till the ref tells me I'm going to be disqualified. Because we've seen dirty fighters throughout the sport. I think Holyfield, that's why Tyson did Holyfield, right? Because he said the motherfucker was trying to kill me. And it was, I don't know. I just remember reading or seeing somewhere that they were teaching that in the Atlanta gyms. Because I think there's been other fighters from Atlanta that were using the same tactic that Holyfield was using.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Whoa.
Well, I got to tell you, man, yeah, I gotta tell you, man, it's very interesting. I agree with you. The first line of defense is the referees, and that's the problem. A lot of these dudes, they look like they don't want to enforce the rules. It's bizarre. With that being said, we do have to go. We've been on for about 3 hours almost. Yeah, 3 hours. There you go. Over 3 hours. So we gotta go. Shout out to all of you guys. Shout out to Sobers. Thank you for joining us. It's been a while since you jumped on. So shout out to Sobers. Go check out La Taqueria. That's Never Sobers and Never Sobers with a Z, right? At the end. I always forget. There you go. Yeah, and there's
he knows you really well.
No, but go check out Never Sobers' channel. They're probably gonna be live streaming on. He was streaming last Saturday.
For sure.
Yeah, the
I
Itauma
was streaming yesterday.
Pro Box.
We'll be live. We'll be going live. So
are you gonna go live for the Pro
no,
Box?
not Pro Box. Yeah, me. Not for no Pro Box. No.
It's gonna be a good one, man. It's Lester Martinez taking.
Oh, it is what Lester? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and the Najee Lopez guy's on the undercard.
Yeah.
And I think Ramon Cardenas is even
That's
there.
right. Yeah, he's gonna be there. By the way, he did an interview with. He did an interview with Boxing Scene, and he's breaking down how he dropped Inoue. That's still his shining moment there. He's the moment of his career is like, yeah, they got
almost got him.
Netflix documentary on how he dropped Inoue. Shout out to Gypsy for joining us too. Shout out to the Gypster, always a good sport. Shout out to Frank Bay. That's Frank Bay's Boxing Talk. Go check out his channel. He was live yesterday. Very interesting conversation. Very in-depth analysis of these fights. Always gives you the rundown, never the bullshit. Shout out to Frank Bay. Shout out to Bucho, who just jumped out. Shout out to him for keeping an eye on things here as well. And Gonzalo. Shout out to Gonzalo. Good to hear from him in the phone call. Shout out to everybody who called in. Everybody who donated with the super chat or the Buy Me a Coffee app. Link in the description below. Don't forget to hit the like. Probably gonna try. I'm gonna try to do it. I gotta talk to John Gonzalez. We gotta do a second Renaissance 2 or non-boxing channel over a Rumble or anything goes. And we'll probably come back. If anything dramatic happens after the Itauma versus Hergovic fight, we'll probably go live because those fights usually end at about 6 p.m. Eastern time. So we got time to come on board. Worst case scenario, we do it on Sunday. And if I forgot anything, well, it's because we gotta go. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm talking about what is this going on here?
There is.
Shout out to Big Smokey, Phantom of the Realm, Bulbous, Sergeant Apollo, King Bucho, keeping an eye on things. Round 1, Windy City Mex, Grivas. Who else were here? Uncle Charles. Shout out to Uncle Charles. Shout out to him. King KO the Great. More BDC. Observe Consciousness Awareness. I think that's Slugger, by the way. Perception. I don't know if that's the real Perception, by the way. Is that the real him? I don't know. That sounds like him. It looks like him on the photograph. Shout out to Snackford, to Matador. Who else do we have here? Grievous. And look, if we forgot anybody, I gotta go. Sergeant. I gotta go grab a bite to eat before this is all over, before the night ends, before the day ends. Shout out to all of you for joining us. Really appreciate it. Catch you